Alright, good morning ladies and gentlemen. We just woke up and are hopefully not completely hungover after playing the giant fucking Girigiris and losing a few of our crew, but hey, our fears were somewhat justified and we still killed them. It worked out well, we didn't look like a complete idiot in front of Kuon. Life is, well, sort of Daijobu. Good morning, Haku. The room is already painfully bright by the time I dare to open my eyes. I can hear voices, but I'm alone in the room. My head. Ah, it's a hangover. Wonderful. You drank too much last night? That's your fault for being insufficiently hydrated. It's one of those days. It is one of those days, isn't it? Ugh. I managed to pour myself a jug of water and down the whole thing in one go, clearing my head. Just how late was I up partying last night? They made me drink with them after I came back with Ukon, and I don't remember anything else. I managed to make it to bed at least. I'm betting that someone carried you. Halfway into my second jug of water, Kuon enters, already fully dressed. Good morning, sleepyhead. Back in the world of the living now? Yeah, I just woke up. You don't look like you're doing too well. Oh, you're not surprised considering last night? What happened last night? Yeah, I've got a bit of a hangover. She prepared a little something to help. Oh no. She specified medicine. Oh boy. She holds out a bowl in her hands. Filled to the brim with something dark green and viscous. Oh boy, here we go. You said Kisuri, so I already knew it was medicine. I'm cheating. I'm cheating. By vaguely knowing that she was referring to medicine specifically and not just like a glass of water. Medicine that'll help you sober up. Be careful, it's got a strong flavor. Okay. Yeah, that's gonna be vile, whatever it is. What'd you spit it out for? It's vile? What is this sludge? It's bitter, hot, sweet, and sour all at once? The best medicine has a bitter taste. You may not like it, but I can guarantee it's effective. Yeah, I'm sure it's effective. We haven't seen Kuon give us any medicine that's not effective, to be honest. Everything she gives us is super effective, to the point where it's probably too effective. Like her dosage is made for someone with twice our body mass. Is this just punishment for sleeping in late? Possibly. It's my specialty. It earned my father's praise. Either he's biased because you're his kid or he couldn't free himself. Man, Haku swinging back this time. You'll get used to the flavor. It's almost addicting. A mature, nuanced profile for refined palates. AKA, you'll get used to it, just like sake and whiskey. Kuon puts her lips to the bowl in her hands. Delicious. The bitterness lends it a depth of complexity that's almost indescribable. She likes suffering. Seeing her drinking that vile stuff down readily, I nearly gagged. The inside of my mouth is still... There's no doubt my hangover's receding, but that foul taste, it lingers in the mouth. If she was feeding this to her father on the regular, she is definitely trying to murder him. Haku, you overreact so damn much. Oh my goodness. A rising noise in the distance interrupts my thoughts. Some kind of commotion? Poking my head out to find the source of the hubbub, I spy large carts parked in the central plaza. Alright. New faces? The people who came with the caravan? Okay. Yeah, we slept well enough. We got some memory loss. Even our Missy was having trouble waking you up? It was something to see. She nurses you diligently while you're dead-ass drunk? I figured as much. I was like, she probably carried him to bed, right? I think some of the men wanted you dead from envy? Ooh, yeah. Seeing her take care of you like that? You're not impressing Kuon. She's still taking care of you. You're not supposed to get plastered like this, dude. You can't impress anyone if you can't remember what you did last night. So what's in the carts? Examining one of the wagons, it looks larger than the ones around the village. Ah, this is why we came out here. We got hired for it. Alright. Leaving soon then? As soon as everything's squared up, we'll be off. Alright. Which means this might be goodbye. Since we're all bound for the city, we'll no doubt meet again though. Yeah, we might see him again. We might even end up traveling with him because I don't know how long Kuon wants to hang out here. You sure you won't come with us? It wouldn't really wouldn't be any trouble. I wouldn't mind, but Kuon's the one who makes those decisions. I mean, the appropriate response would be like, I'll talk to Kuon, and if she shuts you down, you're like, yeah, whatever, okay. How about it, Missy? Considered my offer any further? Glancing over my shoulder, I noticed Kuon, who hadn't been standing there a moment ago. We are painfully unaware of Kuon's presence. Consistently, conspicuously silent, her eyes seem focused on the caravan, quietly scrutinizing it. Kuon? She was completely zoned out, just like we were. Hey, that offer to go with them, you sure about refusing? Oh, that. She mumbles, seeming to nod and think for an extended moment. Okay. I doubt she changed her mind so quickly. I think we'll take you up on your offer. Oh. Considering the danger yesterday presented, it'd be best if we stuck together. Ah, that's a good thought. Like, considering how many fucking Girigiri were on the road, she's like, fuck, I don't know if I could deal with all of those with Haku at my side. It's like, it'd be a mess, right? I feel like if things are that dangerous on the road around town here, you probably want to travel in a caravan. Like, obviously there's risk of, like, bandits trying to steal all the fucking valuables, but, like, fuck, man. If regular beasties can, like, fuck up your patrol and put you in some serious danger, like, you're not gonna two-man that, right? Well, welcome aboard, you two. I doubt there'll be a dull moment with you around. If you're coming along, you ought to pack up. We're out as soon as our business is done. Okay, so they'll be leaving like in an hour, maybe? I don't know. I don't know how quick they are. Or busy they are. Probably an hour or two. See you shortly. Our character probably forgot to bathe last night because he was drinking. You're gonna regret that, buddy. Yeah, why the sudden change of heart? I'm with Haku. What? Why, whatever could you mean? Feigning ignorance, Kuon spares another glance toward the loaded caravan, smiling faintly. Curiosity gets the better of me, and I've turned to follow her gaze. What? And the moment I stop looking where I'm going, I bump into a really big, fluffy wall? A fluffy wall. Remember, he just described them as a wall. A large and fluffy wall. Then I hear a female voice from above me. Holy. When I look back in front of me, an enormous bird creature blocks my path, ridden by a young girl. Oh, praise the sun. We're not internally... We're not gonna get slapped by her for thinking that she's flat as a board. Alright. Sorry about No, I'm the one who bumped into you. That thing's huge, and the girl's riding it. Why are you capitalizing riding? Like, are you trying to give it another implication here, Haku? Come on, Kokopo, we'll just beat everything. Kokopo. It's a cute name for the giant pigeon. It sounds like a pigeon. No, it doesn't. Kokopo, probably the bird's name, disobeys its master, edging closer to put its face up to mine. What's with this? I think it likes me. Mew looks weird. It's definitely Mew with a new pet. And then it starts to rub its gigantic, fluffy feathered body against my face. What's with it all of a sudden? Kokopo? Is it trying to snuggle up with me? It thinks it's found a mate. Congratulations, Haku, you're no longer single. I've never seen Kokopo become attached to someone like this. Be fine if it were a small animal, not something that could crush me? Yeah. This is a pain. It's so big. It's gently shoving me around more than snuggling. A woman's pet becomes attached to a man and they grow closer for it. This is nothing like those stories. What do you mean? You're literally in that scenario right now. It's coming on to me way too strong. Too close for comfort. See? He knows it likes him. Well, I'll just be going then. I'm starting to get a little creeped out by this thing, so I try to beat a hasty retreat and... Dum. What? It's following me. Dum. Uh-oh, that's not good. Why is it following me? Please rein in your pigeon. Even as I quicken my pace, I can hear the footsteps right behind me. It's still chasing me. It's still chasing me. It's fast. If I run as fast as I can, I don't... No, it... You're trying to escape a chocobo on foot. Are you insane? It's too... Chocobo, stop, please. Have some control over your horse slash bird slash chocobo. Where are the reins? Stop it with a more assertive voice than that mouse whisper. Wait, ah. Even running as hard as I can't outpace it, and it tackles me with enthusiasm as I go flying. It's heavy. Kokopo is a butchered translation of chocobo. But they call it Kokopo in Japanese, and chocobo is also a Japanese invention. How is it a mistranslation? It sits its entire bulk happily on top of me. I told you, Haku, you weren't single anymore. You can't move anymore, alright. Are you right, sir? Daijoubu desu ka? No. Daijoubu shinaii desu ka? We are not okay. The young girl looks at me with worry from her place in the saddle. I'm sorry. She dismounts and begins apologizing profusely. You don't need to say sorry, just get it off me. Of course. Look at this fat pigeon, man. It's just a pigeon with a saddle on it. There's no bridle. Look, there's no bridle whatsoever for this thing. Like, aren't you supposed to be controlling your animal? How are you supposed to direct this thing? There's no reins. There's no bridle. Are there stirrups? It looks like there might be stirrups. They invented stirrups before methods to control the direction a bird was going in? Okay. We'll see if we see some stirrups. Here, just step a little to the... No, step, not two step. Come on, come on. Please, move. She's asking nicely. Tug, tug, tug. She tries everything she can to get the bird to move. Pushing, pulling, shoving, all to no avail. It's no use. Is it Philo? Philo seems more intelligent, but she is talking directly to it, so maybe it is like... It's one of Philo's can. Giving up too quickly. Try a little harder, please. Here we go. Take this. Hug. Is she really putting her all into it? Can't be helped. Grab my hand, would you? For some reason, she goes red at that request, becoming flustered. But it's not gonna budge, that much is clear. She's embarrassed at the thought of us holding hands. Red in the face, she uncertainly takes my hand. Pull with all your might. Here I go, take this. Fresh. Rip. Okay, things are making noise that shouldn't be making noise. Wait, stop, my hand's gonna tear. Oh, sorry. You said to do with all your might, so... That's some legit strength on her. She's not so weak after all. Yep, evidently. What are you doing over here, kid? Can't you tell by looking? Well, it looks like you're being crushed by a giant bird. Glad we got that cleared up. A little help, please. Let's see if we can get some help here. Let's put it aside for the moment. Introductions first. I like how it's just like, help, I'm being crushed. Anyway, what's your name? This is Princess Ruluti, daughter of Lord Ozen, Aulo of Girigiri. Or Kyujiri? Kyujiri, yep. And one of the 8 pillars. I read it right the first time. It's Kyujiri. Kyujiri. All right. So it's a princess. Okay. Don't put it aside. I need a little help here. Wait, what do you say? As I glance back at the young bird rider, she hurriedly bows her head. A princess? A princess with this little control of her mount? Who the fuck taught you riding? God damn. If this person was summoned as a servant, they'd have like riding. They'd have like riding Z. It's so low it goes below E, the straight to Z. Lady Ruluti, this is Haku. He'll be coming along with us to the capital as our consultant. My name is Ruluti. She's just like suddenly goes polite now. Hydrate. Alright, drinking up my dude. She just goes into full polite mode. Alright. Hey, Yukon. Note that the princess is not speaking in like flowery Shakespearean lingo. It's just the fucking gimmicky wizard guy. Yo, what's up? Did you say princess? Yep, sure did. What's a princess doing in a place like this? What do you mean, a place like this? Girigiri is Lady Ruleti's country. I mean, why is she here in a backwater village? I assume this is an intermediary stop, right? Ah, she's on her way to present offerings to the Mikado. That's our cargo. It's proper for a princess to escort her country's offerings to the capital. I see. But Mikado? Ah, the memory thing. It's a great man who rules over most countries on the continent. As an emperor or as a religious figure? They didn't specify, but I'm curious. Okay. He commands immense respect, deep wisdom, unparalleled power. Okay. The Aulos of each country under his control only rule because the Mikado allows them their autonomy, so he's an emperor, alright. So when a country sends tribute, someone of properly high station's gotta present it themselves? Okay. So she's coming with us. That's what I'm saying. Alright. Must be valuable. Preserved meats, textiles, furs, incense, ore, and a bunch of other good stuff? Okay. Isn't that a huge responsibility? What do you mean, isn't that a huge responsibility? You're just escorting some cargo to the capital and being like, here you go. She's probably done it like 5 times already. I didn't sign up to see my head roll if something goes wrong. Nobody, except for the inevitable people trying to assassinate the princess, as well as the tide of monsters that were willing to take us on. No one's gonna try with our numbers. That is just asking to be attacked. I like that. He's got confidence. Ukon's got confidence. I'll give him that, especially after the last encounter. Don't worry, we just sit back and enjoy the trip, apparently. Alright. And our character's just like, there's no way this goes smoothly. Ruleti. I look over to Ruleti, and she shrinks back a bit. She doesn't seem frightened, more uncomfortable? Might just be the timid type. Or the awkward type. It didn't seem like she was a very aggressive princess. When her bird was acting strange, she didn't immediately try to get it in line. She was kind of just like, oh, this is awkward. Oh my goodness, I've never seen that. So, yeah, I'm going with timid. Sorry about him. Ah, right. The stupid bird's still sitting on me. It's alright. It's not like it's your fault. What do you mean it's not your fault? You're responsible for the fucking horse you're riding. Come on, man. It was mine though, so... You didn't exactly order to do this? Well, at least he's being gracious. But a princess? Hmm? She seems like one. She's dressed much more finely than the rest of the people around here. And she's a nice girl. Dude, do we say that part out loud? Oh, we said the quiet part out loud. He has that princess-like cuteness about her? Are you hitting on her? What? Never mind. Now we made her really uncomfortable. And now she's fidgeting restlessly. Does she need the... Ukon, please take this. What is this? Haku devolved into a pedo? We don't know how old Ruleti is. Ruleti abruptly thrust a scroll towards Ukon as if trying to change the subject forcibly. Alright, from her father. And this is, what, orders? He accepts the scroll and unties it, beginning to read. They're just ignoring his problem. He's getting sat on by the bird as his punishment for disrupting the princess's day. He's timid and awkward. Why is he still thinking like this? Trying to get the princess's attention only seems to make her withdraw further. She's still fidgeting. She's uncomfortable, my friend. If she needs the bathroom, she should excuse herself. Princess? Something wrong? What was that noise? Did Ozen say anything beside what's in the letter? Wow, this is an awkward situation. Just remember, you're being sat on by a giant bird. It's quite uncomfortable and probably hard to breathe. Told me to follow the orders you gave me? Oh, that works. In that case, leave everything to us. Alright. Liti puts her hands to her chest and breathes a sigh of relief. I'll get the men prepped for departure. Thanks? She gonna help me out here? Ukon leans down to whisper in my ear. He's not helping us. Oh no. The thing is, the bird's got a mischievous streak. It seems it'll mess with anything it finds interesting, and it's been a pain in the ass all the way here. Wait, so are you telling me that's what the letter fucking said? The letter's like, this bird's a problem, deal with it. What are you trying to say? It finds you interesting. Play with it for a bit and keep it out of everyone's way, will you? I'll owe you a drink when we hit the capital. This asshole. Thanks for volunteering. I'm counting on you. Damn. Well, that sucks. Don't worry, I'll keep saying it until you stop apologizing. I know the bird's not doing this because you want to. You want it to. Suddenly something pokes my cheek. Poke, poke, poke. Above me stands an unfamiliar person wrapped head to toe in thick cloth poking my face. And you are? Who is this now? I can't tell if they're male or female. Their ramp-like robes obscure everything. The stranger remains silent at my question, continuing to prod my cheek inscrutably. Hello? Well, I wasn't talking to you. Is this an acquaintance of yours? No. Rulati is just awkward because her horse is no longer responsive and sitting on someone. She's like, well, what am I supposed to do? I gotta watch over this thing, I guess? Dude, just fucking grab their cloth and pull. What's up with this guy? And then I feel a pressure against my other cheek. More poking? This person isn't the one doing it. Someone else is prodding me from the opposite side. Why are we just sitting here and letting people do this to us? Poke, 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 poke. My other side, another figure dressed in the same mysterious clothing pokes at me. I'm being poked in the cheeks by two identically dressed people who don't care to explain themselves. The hell's this? Yeah, what's going on? Why is this happening? Sorry to keep you waiting. We gotta do a long conversation. What are you doing? By all means, you tell me. Who are those two? The robed cheek pokers. They just straight up vanished. They're gone. Glancing around as best as I'm able, I can't catch a glimpse of them. I only looked away for a second, but they disappeared right from under me. The fuck was that? Why didn't you just grab their fucking robe and be like, yoink? You made a friend, I see. That's one way of phrasing it, Kiwon. That's one way of phrasing it. I'd say an enemy, but okay. Lick, lick, lick. No. Not the face. The beak is huge. Please don't. Kokopo, please stand up. Reality struggles to push Kokopo off me, but once again can't bring it to even budge. Yeah, Kuon, save me! I was trying to look cool in front of her, and this is how we end up. Perhaps it's only because she can't bear to watch anymore, but Kuon walks up beside Reality. You're a hopeless thing, aren't you? You mustn't be naughty. Kuon murmurs to the bird and gently strokes its neck, and it nonchalantly stands. That was an experience? Yeah, for sure. I can breathe again, thank God. Where's your fucking knife, dude? Your war fan? Like, seriously? If like, an animal's jumping on you, just like fucking... Just, you don't have to kill it, just war fan. War fan. War fan retreat. You're very welcome. Thanks, Kuon. But I asked you didn't cook, but why? It's cause you're so close. Kokopo thinks of you as more of a friend than an owner. Your commanding is interpreted as playing around. Is that true, Kokopo? We're friends? I'm Kuon. Nice to meet you. You are... Do you mind telling me your name? Oh, yeah, it's... Say your name? Reality. Nice to meet your acquaintance. She's cute. Almost like a little princess? Well, that's a coincidence. Kuon whispers into my ear, most likely so Reality can't hear, so I whisper my reply back in turn. Not almost, she actually is the princess, apparently. Go figure. You're right, she is pretty cute. You said that part out loud. She's coming with us to the capital, well, we're going with her, I guess. Our character doesn't seem to be whispering. Kuon's whispering. Oh, our character is not. Oh, Reality? You want to be friends? Seems like a good offer. If you don't want to, it's... Yes, go. Is that okay, Kuon, asking a princess so casually? It's not like she's my liege. I'm not from here. I mean, that works. Reality is pretty timid. Less prideful or commanding, and like less arrogant, and she is timid. So you could probably ask straight up. You say that, but you don't seem flustered yourself. That's because she keeps fucking up with her bird. What are you talking about? I'm showing nothing but respect. It's probably because of my memories, but social status stuff hasn't really sunk in. So, wouldn't you rather be friends, princess? Rility shakes her head, clearly anxious. But I don't know what to do. No one asked me that before. You don't have friends? Oh no, what do I do? Someone asked me to be my friend. Panic time. Poor Rility. She deserves head pats. That's all I can say. Rility deserves head pats. As a princess, she has no peers to befriend. I see. I guess it's a first for both of us then. I don't have anyone I can call friend either. A first for us both. Meanwhile, Haku's sitting here like, what am I, chopped liver? No, no. You're like a small child. This is Kuon, so... Forever alone because you're on the road? Can't be tied down too long? I won't say I'm not surprised, but I guess I can understand. And there's that tail again. Hurts. Why are you squeezing so damn hard? You be my first friend? Well, that's an offer, alright. Saying that, Kuon offers her hand to Rility, smiling gently. As her tail's death grip around my head tightens dangerously. How long is... Why do we not see her tail? Like, her tail should be huge, right? It reaches from her ass all the way up to our head and around it. My skull, it's gonna crack, it's gonna crack. Of course it will, but... I don't know what friends are supposed to do with this. Anything is fun, I think. Anything? Anything? I hope we can be good friends. Alright. Kuon keeps her hand held out as she speaks, while her tail is committing violent crimes all over the place. I'd like to be friends with you. I think our character needs his own tail, or an armored gauntlet that can parry this tail. Rility bashfully reaches out and squeezes Kuon's hand, and it's a heartwarming sight, or it would be touching. If I weren't being crushed by a vice on the side. I'm sure it's emotional, but this really hurts. Yeah, too bad, Haku. Act your age, maybe. And don't make the tsundere punch you more. Because that's all that's happening. Not even all that soon. She's just punishing you for not showing her all the focus, all the attention. Alright, the caravan rolls lazily along the mountain path. A nice day indeed. The wagon jostles. My butt hurts from every bump in the road, but I'm getting used to it. I got time to lay back and leisurely gaze at the sky. The wind's calm too. Nice weather. If only we weren't traveling with an extremely valuable bandit magnet cargo. And Maroro, who appears to be motion sick. Or this guy lying in the corner of the wagon, reeking to high heaven for that matter. Poke, 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 squish, squish. Squish, 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 poke, poke. And then there's these two idiots. Mysterious duo left and right. Meanwhile, I've been unsuccessfully trying to ignore my more, immediate circumstances. What are you guys trying to accomplish here? The mystery twins have me sandwiched between them and have yet to stop poking my cheeks. Maybe because you're not reacting? I've tried talking to them a few times, but never to any avail. They're just doing their thing. I gave up on getting anything out of them. It's just downright bizarre. Hmm. I could probably drive them off, but I can't quite bring myself to. I don't want to scare them or make them timid around me or something. With my discomfort rising, I look around for the caravan for some kind of help. Did you try to grope them? I mean, we could do that. Maruro's not much use, not that he'd be helpful if he was awake. Ukon's at the head of the caravan. Kuon, I scan the caravan for her, she's probably around. That ridiculously huge bird is trundling along right next to the caravan. And on its back, Kuon and Rulity chat happily. It seems they're having fun opening up to each other. It's nice to see, but they're so wrapped up in their conversation they won't notice me. She suddenly glances towards me. As she notices my gaze, she smiles at me. And then immediately turns back to Rulity and resumes chatting. Seriously, dude. 2 people are poking you. Can you not find a way to manage this in any reasonable fashion? Like, seriously. 2 people are just, like, randomly poking you. Can you not do anything about this? Come on, stop being so damn passive. Alright. The enormous bird, whoever croons at me in a bid for attention. I'm gonna pretend I didn't see that. Is everyone pretending not to notice what's happening to me with these 2? Yeah, because it's fucking pathetic that you can't make 2 people who are clearly just poking you to irritate you stop. They're Onkuam walking alongside the caravan, of course, but not one of them is looking this way. In fact, it seems like they're doing everything they can to keep from looking over here. Some are cracking lame forced jokes, they're talking about love affairs, or just staring ahead. They seem to be keeping an eye on our surroundings, rather than the caravan itself. Why are these 2 left to their own devices? Now that I pay attention to it, it seems like everyone's keeping their eyes off them pretty deliberately. Alright, I give up. It's not like they're doing any harm, and no one's gonna call them on it. I guess the company doesn't consider them a problem? Doesn't seem like it in any case. I bet they pull BS like this all the time. I'm the only one who doesn't. Huh? Maruro. As he thrashes in his agonized sleep, he tugs on the cloth that covers the wagon's cargo. The corner of a bizarre object peeks out, catching my eye. Pottery? No, not. It has a smooth surface like fine china, decorated with intricate patterns. Awkward, forced together boxes and cylinders make up its shape, strange and irregular. Nope, not pottery. Almost like, Suddenly the poking stops. Momentarily free and curious to know the cargo's contents, I reach for the barely clinging cloth. And tugging? Something pulls my sleeve back, stopping me. The mysterious duo each stop poking me to grab a hold of my sleeves. They're not pulling too hard, but it's pretty clear they're trying to yank me back from the cargo. Are you trying to tell me not to touch it? You've been aggravating me for literal hours. Go fuck yourself. They seem to give a subtle nod in quiet unison. I have no clue why our character is so goddamn passive. I'm not sure what the issue is, but if they don't want me to see it, it's not a big deal. Stroke. Instead of poking, now they're stroking my head to tell me I'm being a good boy. The hell is going on? At least we could communicate for once. You're just not gonna dwell on it? I have no clue why our character is so goddamn passive here. But alright then. It seems really pointless to demonstrate that our character is like literally so passive that unless he's actually dying, he won't do anything. Alright, this is as far as we go today. Sentry squad, sit up watch, prepare to camp. But seriously, if like someone's gonna endlessly poke me or push me around, I'm gonna like, you gotta at least react to that a little bit. Just like, oh, we're pulling on ropes now. Okay, well, pull on ropes. I sit up and stretch. Must have drifted off. I rouse myself and take a look around, getting my bearings. They aren't here. I guess they wandered off. Good riddance. The caravan's parked in an open space off the side of the road, fenced off and protected. A camp? If we're lucky, maybe they're fucking bandits or assassins, and they get fucking murdered. Looks like we're here for the night. Guess I lie low until it's time to eat. An unskilled, unseasoned person would get in everyone's way with chores after all. Yep. God. As long as you're up, would you mind taking care of this? Yoan descends on me before I can see her coming, smiling sweetly and holding out a bucket. There's a well. Get the cookpot filled up. Then the wash tub, then all the jars we've collected. Well, we do need fresh water for a couple days' travel. There may not be a well for the next day or so. He who doesn't work doesn't eat. Good luck. Okay, what's next? Interesting. I guess we can save at this juncture. We have the camp, the encampment. The camp? Camp, encampment, and campfire. I guess we go to the encampment. It calls out to me as I emerge from the tent. Oh, how's it going, Nukon? If you're free, mind tending to the steeds? What does that involve? I don't mind, but... Give them feed, groom them. So they're just gonna sit on me for like 4 hours? Groom? Give their skin a good scrubbing with this brush. It's not complicated. Okay. He holds up a large scrubbing brush, wiggling the bristles in my direction. It feels good to them. When you brush with this, keeps them happy. They're critical to the caravan. We gotta treat them well, so they respond and kind of work hard. Well, that makes sense. Just in exchange for a good scrub, you say? He'll understand better if you start riding steeds. They're special wapters. Right? I don't want to be a freeloader. Suddenly our guy is much more willing to help out. Don't know why, but alright. I appreciate it. The steeds are hitched outside of camp. I leave the rest to you. Okay. He hands me the brush and waves his hand to confer the duty on me and turns to go. Alright, well, that's fine. They look more like ostriches than what the word steed conjures in my head. As I approach the wapters hitched to the fence, they stir, noticing me. Can you do it in a second? Hold on. Oh, the twins are back. As if from nowhere, these two, wrapped in their apparel, appear crouching next to the feed bin. They both look at me and tilt their heads. Oh, did we scare you? They understand what I've been saying to them and react like that, right? Anyone would be surprised if you appear without a word and stare at them? They look at each other and back to me, their heads tilting to say, really? That's some legit coordination. They're in sync. Their precise, perfectly matched movements almost make me want to ask if they're street performers. So what do you want? They share another look and turn back to stare at me. If you want to watch, do as you please. Not gonna ruin my day if I stand here figuring what they want. The steeds will never get fed. Okay. I fish what looks like some vegetables from the feed tub and feed it to the nearest. Offer it to the nearest wapter. Apparently their eating does not sound very appealing. Yeah, that's scary. Maybe it's because they're just hungry, but man, they're really going for it. I could have lost my fingers just now. Not really something I'm eager to have happen, so maybe if I just toss their food to them? Let's settle down, there's plenty to go around. It's hopeless. Their eyes are bloodshot at the excitement of being fed. It could get out of hand. Damn, alright. I glance at the twins crouching by the tub of feed. I guess I have no choice. You two ever fed one of these? They turn to stare at me, then shake their heads. It's okay. Care to help me feed them? Just try not to get bitten. They nod, reach into the food bin, and hold their offerings out to the Wopters. They're gonna lose their fingers like that. Or so I thought, but the Wopters calm down in short order and eat peacefully from their hands. As they eat, the two gently stroke the sides of the steeds' heads, soothing them. They say they've never fed Wopters, but they seem awfully familiar with... Close one. With me, they're devouring their food with enough force to pull my fingers off. What gives? They're just oddly eager around me? That stupid fat bird gets worked up around me too. All these animals around here seem to. We only have one brush. How are we gonna scrub them down? If you'd like, you want to help me scrub these guys down? All these Wopters ain't still, I guess they'd probably mob me. The figures nod. With short, bristled scrubbing brushes in hand, they begin to brush the Wopters' bodies. As the bristles pour across their skin, they let out low, contented cries. So that's how John. Suddenly and abruptly, the Wopter nearest me slams my chest with a headbutt. How was that for? The Wopter ignores my complaints, nudging me with a brush clamped in its beak, demanding a scrub. You want me to hurry up and do it? Apparently. It literally picked up one of them and was like, give me a fucking scrub or I'll fucking break your legs. Alright. Alright. Stop pushing it to my face. Seems like they're at least moderately intelligent. Brushy, brush. Is this the spot, big guy? As I pull the brush over its body, it starts breathing harder and stamping its feet in excitement. Calm down. If you kick me to death, no one's gonna scrub you at all. With those thick, muscled legs, it wouldn't take much for a creature like this to do me in. How did I get stuck with this guy? No sooner than the thought crossed my mind, two massive feathered shapes slam into me. You guys too? The two Wopters the road pair had been charged of nudged me with their brushes, just like the first. Wait, where did those two go? The mystery twins disappeared without much reward as usual. Screw these horstriches. Horstriches. The Wopters stomp and strut, worked into a tizzy. He's thrusting the brushes at me insistently. You're supposed to be gentle. Quit jabbing with the brush. I'll do it. Wait a minute. Oh. Who have you guys been? You know what? It's not like you're gonna answer. Can I get some help? Tug. They tug on my sleeve, ignoring what I'm saying as they point at an approaching shape. A giant bird. Dum. The sound of footsteps are somehow at once both heavy and bouncy, fill my ears. Run. And then that distinctive bird song. Don't tell me. It's Cocoa Puff. Fuck this bird, man. That troublesome bird bounds into the paddock, chirping with bubbly enthusiasm. Holding a scrubbing brush in its beak. It's a Cocoa Puff. So in theory, we're here for like the rest of the day, right? So that's a big pot. An enormous cookpot hangs over a stove in the corner of the campground, sizzling happily. Cocoa Puffs sounds like a cereal brand. It's pretty close to Cocoa Puffs. Not too far away, a mom is being baked, and a tall pile of doughy skins is already stacked on the table. Master Haku, what seek thee hereabouts? Maru takes note of me and swaggers over, a bag in his arms. That's fair enough. It's a lot of work to feed so many people. Yeah. Verily, 'tis mine own first sojourn amongst a company of such great number, to be sure. And what are you doing? I are Gatsooks. Duty compelleth steadfast Morrow to assist the sweetling Lady Rulity. Helping out. Morrow frantically looks around for Rulity, hurrying over as soon as he spots her. Rulity, look thee not a moment longer, for thy table salt I have found the thing itself. Proudly he holds out the bag in his hands to Rulity. A simple kitchen area has been set up beneath a tent, chopped fruits and veggies arranged on a table. Rulity stands at the table and pulls a solid chunk from Morrow's bag, crushing it into powder. Sir Haku. You're cooking, Rulity. That's all you can do to help? I don't know, it seems like there's a good number of things you can do. Isn't it hard preparing food for a lot of people at once? Yeah, if you don't know how much food to prepare, it can be a real pain. If you don't have the right equipment, it can be a pain. Oh, not really? You used to manage the kitchens at the castle, so... Yeah, I wouldn't have thought a princess would be doing that either. Managing the kitchens at the castle? That sounds like a lot of work. I figured you'd be more detached from that? Yeah. Why would a princess be doing cooking? Ah, her family only rules the Outlands, so they're not very powerful as nobles. Basically, she's like... she's a princess of a region, but it's not a very strong, very powerful or wealthy region. I see. Miss Kuon's helping me, of course. Wait, why is our character not cooking food? Presumably our character knows how to cook, right? Kuon too. Surprised I'm helping him. Kuon's voice suddenly speaks from right behind me, and I almost jump a full foot in the air. I turn to find her smiling, but it doesn't quite extend to her eyes. No, we know you were traveling by yourself and could do everything. I wasn't trying to imply you couldn't cook. Witness my skills for yourself, unbeliever. Kuon deftly twirls a kitchen knife in her hand, and as she makes this proclamation, pointing at me. She must have bad... yeah, I'm with Kaku. She has to have some bad memories of being told she's like a bad cook. Memories of being told she's a bad cook or something. It's like, why would you care how good your food is as long as it's satisfying to you if you're eating alone? Are you sure that much salt's gonna be okay, Rulity? I thought it might be better if the flavor was stronger. More salt would replace what they're sweating out. That makes sense. Sort of. I can tell I'm not going to be helped, so I retreat to the edge of the tent to watch from the side. Wait, our character doesn't know how to cook vegetable. Cook? Morrow is simping for Rulity and saying he's really looking forward to eating anything she makes. Yeah. And Haku's in agreement. He wants to see what's coming out of whatever their kitchen's making. Rulity approaches me with a plate, offering it meekly. Why are we not filling up the water? taste this, if you don't mind. Alright, we're taste testing for Rulity. Simmered food sits lovingly arranged on the plate in her hands, steaming enticingly. I take a simmered skewer from the plate, eagerly sampling the food impaled on it. Cooked thoroughly, seasoned with the perfect amount of salt that doesn't overwhelm. A homey, rustic flavor. He's the kind of isekai protagonist who lived off instant food, not a neat but too lazy to learn how to cook. I guess only in Japan is it cheaper to cook with instant food instead of buying stuff at the grocery store. Because let me tell you, eating out's fucking expensive. Like, I know Japan has like really high, like it's pretty expensive. Like rent is pretty expensive in Japan, but food's insanely cheap in Japan. So it's actually possible to live off of like instant food. I'm here in Canada and I'm like, you're eating out every day? Are you fucking insane? That's super expensive. It's like freaking like 20, it's like easily like $20 a meal or more just to go to like a low-end restaurant or some shit. Let alone getting like Uber Eats. Fuck that shit, man. That's so expensive. Meanwhile, you can buy pork chops for like $3-4. Pork chops, 2 kilos of rice, some vegetables. Like, man, yeah. But like, man, like, it's so weird because it's like, oh, this should be like totally up his alley. Like, on what planet can you not like chop vegetables and cook for like 10 people? The only question is like how much you need to make, which someone else can tell you really quickly. Like, does Haku not know how to boil rice? Come on, dude. But yeah, it's Japan. In Japan, it seems feasible because like eating out at a restaurant instead of being like $20-30, or you know, if you go to a nice place, like 50 plus. Actually, no. If you include drinks, it's probably like 80, 100. I've seen 100 with appetizer. You go get lobster. It's like $100 easy. Go to a nice place, get lobster, 1 or 2 drinks, $100. Boom. Whereas in Japan, it's probably like $20 or some shit for really expensive stuff because it seems like every meal they order, every video I've seen, fucking every meal is like $5. It's like man, sushi is super expensive by the piece, but I'm guessing in Japan it's probably like a couple bucks. It's probably like $10 for the whole damn meal. Sorry, I'm supposed to call you princess, right? That's probably rude of me. Oh. Call me Rulity, okay. Oh no, it's a competition. We got Rulity's skewer and Kuon's skewer. You need some too? Don't mind if this is a competition. You're in danger, dude. My hand freezes halfway to the plate Kuon's proffering. Kuon? What is this? Simmered skewers, the same thing Rulity's making? It's definitely simmered, alright? Oh. Oh dear. Oh dear. Okay, so Rulity does QA. Isn't it big? It's 5 times the size of the one Rulity. Oh, it's the size. Okay, good. Have a taste. This is a meal, not a taste. How would you even fit that much meat on a skewer? That's like... It's generous to call it a skewer. The rod itself is bending under the strain of the meat's weight. Oh god. I carefully take the behemoth in my hands and bite into it with what reluctant vigor I can muster. It's hot. Don't nibble on it little by little like that. Take the whole thing in one mouth. Go on, very useful. It's so dumb. It's not bad, but the flavors on the outside, the meat hasn't absorbed a bit. The way she wants you to eat it, it'll be fine, but if you can't do that... How is it? Kuon's gonna fatten you up. Kuon has a very proud look on her face. It's probably to her taste, but I don't have to break it to her. The mouthfuls are too big. Good, I guess. Batch is almost ready. There'll be more where that came from. Kuon's here to eat a fuck ton of food. I'm using good liberally. It's fairly good. Good adjacent. I think the issue is that she's using larger pieces because she usually eats large volumes of food, whereas our protagonist seems to eat very little food relative to everyone else, so smaller pieces are better for him. Realty gives a small chuckle from beside me. When I look over at her, she quickly averts her eyes back. Someone's down to earth for a princess. Yeah. No haughtiness. She's approachable. Anyway, at this rate, I'm gonna be full before dinner's ready. And what's next? The campfire. Another chore from Ukon. Well, at least the last one was taste testing. We can do the taste testing stuff. As I wrap up the task Kuon assigned me, Ukon flags me down. Alright, what do you got? You need my help? I'm gonna decline. I've been busting my ass all day. Yeah, she really does have me under her thumb, Ukon. You're right, dude. He's right. In any case, you're not used to this rough and tumble mercenary stuff, right? You taking care of your weapon? He says care, oh no. Figured as much can't be helped. Looks like we're gonna be taught how to keep a weapon in good condition. Alright. He draws his sword, muttering under his breath. You haven't maintained your weapon at all since we've been in combat? Let me show you what I mean. Sharpen your blade. Clean that shit. Make sure there's no rust on it. You're not getting one of those. If you don't care for the blade when you have time, you can wind up paying for it in a crisis. Ukon's absolutely right. He sits and pulls a cloth and what looks like whetstones from his bag, laying them across his knees. But now that he mentions it, I withdraw Kuon's fan from my sash and look over it closely. It has a heft to it. It's heavy in my fingers, thick when the blades are folded like this. And when I actually used it, I could tell right away it was forged solely for inflicting pain. I handled it roughly, honestly, without care for the state of the weapon itself. It's probably bad I've just left it alone since then. You probably want to maintain it. Ukon smiles wryly, setting a whetstone to the steel of his katana. When you take up the blade, you entrust your life to it. Treat it as a lover or a spouse. How do I take care for whoever this is? If I have a sword, I can follow someone's example, but this one's different. Here, let me see. Alright, what do you got for us, Ukon? You know how to maintain this? In my line of work, you care for any kind of blade. This fan's rare, but the basics apply. As he takes the fan, he holds it up to the light and squints at it from various angles, trying to figure out what lines the blade is supposed to follow before he starts sharpening it. Oh, look at you. Ukon smiles in what looks like admiration. I knew it was special, but this is something else. It's what exactly? There's a lot to take in. Any good weapon has a story, and this has been places. It's not cursed or anything, right? Wouldn't surprise me though. No, it's not cursed, but it wouldn't surprise me if it was. Great, thanks. Well, first, there's whatever it's forged from. As he taps the metal, it emits a high-pitched, resonant ringing. It's not steel, something harder. Not sure what. Okay. You've been handling it roughly, but it hasn't chipped or even bent? Well, that's good. And then there's a question of this mechanism? Kind of mechanism. You didn't notice? When you spread the fan all the way out. There, and if you try to spread the blades further, well, that's nasty. Watch. What? At a flick of Ukon's wrist, blades abruptly spring from the fan's surface. Hidden blades pop out. It's a clever contrivance, I gotta admit. Wait, the fan has blades hidden in it that we weren't using? It had this hidden function? All along? Alright. I mean, it took me by surprise, but I think hidden blades are a pretty standard tactic. No, look here. See the grooves along the blade segment? Okay, I'm listening. These? Okay. They're hard to see at first, but each fold of the fan has a thin, deep groove through it. What about those? Ukon produces a water skin, upending it, and allows a few drops to dribble into a dip in the fan. As droplets disappear into the grooves, moisture spreads across the whole weapon in bare moments. It's a poison fan, and yes, we have been applying poison in our fights to the enemy, I think. As water condenses in droplets on the tips of the blades, I can't help but groan as I grasp the implications. Anyone who suffers a nick or a scratch from something like that? Yeah, okay, nasty. Nasty works. The blades are meant to be poisoned. Broad surfaces may be polished and clean, but see these patterns? Blood in the grooves. Oh, okay. I was gonna say, like, it's made to be poisoned. A weapon like this, you gotta wonder how many lives it's claimed to accumulate such deep stains. It could be cursed after all, who knows? Like you said. It's not funny, man. You're right, sorry. Ukon unfastens the pivot holding the individual pieces of fan together, painstakingly disassembling it. No warping or chipping. If that's the case, it doesn't look like it'll need repairs. Why would Kuon be carrying such a thing? Seems Missy thinks highly of you to give you something like this. She thinks highly of me? She likes us. We have to earn her respect, my dude. What makes you say that? Just by looking at this, you can tell she's put her heart into maintaining it. It's got some sentimental value. Got some personal value to her. And she gave it to us without telling us how to maintain it. Feels weird, man. I doubt she didn't trust someone she didn't at least respect with something special to her. Alright. Should be good. Ukon wipes down each component of the fan, then puts it back together in short order. He's got a good memory. All done. You ought to have her show you how she maintains it so you can start doing it yourself. That would be the best advice. For any complicated machine, ask the person who used it last. Good point. And with that, Ukon turns to go. I ought to thank him, but it slips my mind as I stand transfixed, staring dumbly at the weapon. His words echo in my mind. Sentimental value, huh? Why would she give me something so important? I spread and closed the fan repeatedly, fidgeting with it for no real reason. What sentiment has she poured into me? What is your story? The fan is silent, only glimmering in the light in lieu of giving an answer. Okay. We have a fan that's important to her. We knew it was somewhat important, but it seems like it's more important than we thought. Maybe a gift from her parents or something, since it seems like it's seen some use. A family heirloom, perhaps? Sometime after the sun sets, everyone sits down to dinner around the campfire. There's a mom skin stuffed full of ingredients and a meat stew that warms me from the core. Even though it's reheated campfire food, it's easily as hearty as the innkeeper's cooking. Delicious, he says. Just like my mother's. I wonder if she's doing well. High praise for the food comes from all over, and although she blushes bashfully, Rurity's smile cuts through her inhibition. And next to her stands Kuon, looking pleased and proud at the universal praise. But I know the truth about the dish she's enjoying so many compliments over. Originally, she made it far too dense and filling, only becoming a real dish with Rurity's help. Hey, but like, the two of them managed to put together a good meal? Help is pushing it. I'd say Rurity did 80, Kuon did 20%. He's more of a hindrance than anything else. Okay, Haku, let's see you do better. We're seeing some of the things that Kuon isn't great at. It seems cooking's one of them. She can do the basics, but your portion sizes are all messed up. Right. Keep eating, but listen up. Ukon's getting our attention. Alright, announcement time? Everything's going well. We made it to camp before sunset as planned. What's the plan for tomorrow? How things play out from here is tricky. All the way to the border is covered in woodlands. Okay. We have the road, but no one's stray too far. Keep the carts out of the mud. And the area up ahead's known for bandit attacks. Well, there's an obvious plot hook. Hint, hint, we got some foreshadowing, boys. Judging by reports, they don't have the numbers to be a threat, but stay on your guard. Remain vigilant, keep your wits about you, and we'll make it through. Yep, that's right. Orcish raiders. I'm sure there'll be orcs. I have no clue. We haven't seen any non-humanoid or non-standard human type variant. Besides, in Japan, orcs are always like pigs. They haven't said anything about those. I won't tell you louts not to drink, but don't go too hard. We don't want to impact your work tomorrow, right? And that's all. Okay. A rough forest road? My ass is gonna be sore. Still, it's better than walking. I gotta find something I can sit down as a cushion before we head out tomorrow. Weren't there cushions on this? Clones of Bob Ross? That'd be a weird ass. Those would be some weird ass bandits. What about some pirates? Pirates, that would be cool. Are there really bandits? No one to worry. Everyone in the company is strong and armed. Then again, when they say there's nothing to worry about, that's what they told me right before the disastrous Girigiri hunt. I'm sorry, dude. We're playing a video game, and this video game has combat sections, so there's probably going to be a fight here. After dinner, right as I get to return to my tent. At the sound of someone crying, I turn around to find Rurity kneeling on the ground. Are you alright? Fine, it's nothing really. Nearby, a hemp sack lies in a crumpled heap on the ground. She tripped holding it, most likely. Here, let me help. I got it myself. You sure? You did trip. Any girl your size would have trouble with a bag this big, but... Oh, he's trying to be manly for Rurity, but he forgets that she's probably superhumanly strong. Lifting's a man's job, right? I crouch down to lift the bag as Rurity continues to hesitate at a loss. Yeah, obviously it's heavy. Fuck. He was trying to carry this. My poor back, but I can't back out of this. Somehow I managed to lift the bag and get back on my feet. Is something wrong? No, I got this. Just watch. I feel so I'm inconveniencing you. Thanks. Rurity bows politely. Point me in the direction where my spine snaps, please. Where do you need this? Oh, it's just over to my tent. Alright, lead the way. Like, isn't everyone here superhumanly strong? Finally. Thanks. It's probably something she can carry in like one hand, maybe with like just her pinky. No, it's no big deal. I managed to smile, though I can't quite still my shaking legs. But you're sweating? Realty produces a handkerchief, carefully wiping away the sweat on my brow, my cheeks, my neck. She stands on tiptoe, stretching around to reach, nearly pressing her front against mine. She smells nice. Is she wearing perfume? Incense, or perhaps? Is it that strange, enchanting fragrance all women seem to give off? Finished. She's finished. Her voice pulled my head out of the clouds, snapping me back to reality. I don't know how old Realty is. So I can't make any pedo jokes. At least I could do so. I'll be off then. Hold on, if you like. I'll make some tea, please. Stay and rest for a while. I think the background, by the way, is the same background as the one in Kuon's tent, or pretty close to it. I think this is the exact same background. She's apparently between 14 and 16. So, a marriable age in the medieval period, but not in the modern age. Got it. Realty brews up a cup of tea skillfully. Yeah, we will enjoy. Sweet, arresting scents steal across my nose from the cup. Milk, wildflowers, honey. She put milk in her tea. Come on, dude. You're good at that? Well, I like serving tea to my family back home. Apparently, we're ditching the Kuon route and our character is going all in on Realty. At least it seems like we're not getting strangled every 5 minutes, so that's cool. Although the bird is a bit of a problem. Realty reminisces in a gentle smile. Crosses her face. This country, Girigiri, used to be a wasteland. My father, the Aulo, he cultivated a great growth here. Changing it from a wasteland to a forest, that's pretty impressive. That's a lot of trees to plant, my dude. My older sisters and brothers worked the land with their own hands, tilling the soil. But I have a weak constitution, so I just make tea for them, cook, and help in my own way. For Realty, she has the same problems we do, except she's superhumanly strong. So that's why she has that domestic air about her. A weak constitution, but superhuman stats. That's cool. How can she say she has a weak constitution when she's carrying a bag that heavy? Was that a joke? Yeah, it's a real question. As I consider, I raise the cup to my lips and take a sip. Oh, it's delicious. Do you like it? Awesome. The bitterness and sweetness are balanced perfectly. It's nice and calming. Unlike someone else's perfect balanced bitter thing. Sorry, Kuon. Looks like Kuon just can't do, I think Kuon can cook, I just don't think she can do small portions. That's her problem. It's your older brother's favorite. And it's supposed to relieve fatigue. Very nice. She really is a sweet, kind girl. Yes, she is. Realty needs head pats. Everyone needs to chip in, make sure she gets a couple head pats. As she walks through her explanation, I indulge in another 2-3 sips of the calming tea. Would you like a cup? Please. What time is it? Realty quickly says about making more tea. I can tell she's done this a lot, and as I watch her produce various kinds of tea leaves, a realization dawns on me. Is that entire shelf just tea leaves? It is. Easily more than 10 small drawers of tea leaves line the shelf from end to end. Aren't teas expensive here, if I recall? Curiosity piqued, I take in my surroundings inside the tent. It's large for a single-person tent, and the extra space taken up is mostly filled with shelves and drawers. What's in that one? That shelf? My wardrobe? My makeup box? And that one? Cooking utensils? Sewing? And that one's knickknacks. Boxes, boxes, boxes. What about the big one? Bedding? You'll laugh? I can't sleep with another pillow. A dedicated container for a pillow. Well, I've seen stranger. Remember, we always have Maruo as an example of exceptionally peculiar people. So yeah, it's fine. Can't sleep with any other pillow? Alright. She grows quieter and quieter towards the end of her sentence, fidgeting bashfully. I see. She really is a princess, then. Yeah. Our journey continues north along the coast, it looks like. Okay. Now we're hanging out with Kuon, presumably in Kuon's tent. Kuon boils the water I'd fetched for her in a large metallic tub, humming to herself. I lost count of how many trips it took to get enough water to fill that thing up. Why did you not just set up near the river? Set up your tent near the river and then, like, get a pipe and just... Oh, you know what? That's kind of hard to do. Set up a pipe on an incline and just fill the pipe at the one end of the pipe or some shit. What's she boiling this water for anyway? A bath, you potato. Not like she's cooking hot pot. We just ate. There's way too much for that. It's a bath. Not that I doubt she'd be able to eat that much. An entire hot pot sounds reasonable. Water's just about right. Yep. Why not build an entire Well, I feel like a system to transfer water downstream to your campsite seems like a good system to build real quick. You don't have to make anything too complicated, but a small water system to make it easier to transport water would be smart. That said, you're on the road and you only have like a day to try it. She tests water with her hand and, apparently satisfied, pours it into a different tub. The remaining water goes back on the fire and she adds more from buckets I'd fetched. She's going through water like it's going out of style. I'm gonna feel stupid for asking. What are you doing? Told you! Preparing a bath. I had a feeling. I didn't think she'd go through all this though. Going out of your way to boil all that water in the middle of a campground? A bath feels great after proper hard work. But I'm the one who went through that trouble? Step back, Hockey. My griping falls on deaf ears as Kuon drapes a large sheet over a string to make a partition. The telltale rustling of clothes is perfectly audible through the partition. As brazen as always, she's just like, yup, and fuck off, I'm taking a bath. To think she'd go through such lengths for a bath, she must really enjoy them. How is that a ridiculous length? She got the water from the river, got someone to do it at least, and then heated it up. Blish. Just what I need. She must have lowered herself into the water, for a soft exclamation of comfort wafts over the barrier. You like baths that much? A lot. Washing away a day's hard day's sweat with a hot bath is the best. I mean, I don't usually take baths, but they can be nice. If I had my way, I'd take 2 a day. That's fair, go on. Is she waiting for a quip? A retort? Do you do this all the time when you're out traveling? It's extravagant, but as long as I prepare it myself, I'm not bothering anyone. Wait a minute, didn't we get all the water? I mean, she might let us use the bathwater afterwards, maybe? I'm the one who did all the heavy lifting. I'm grateful for you helping me out. Sharp as always. I lean back and lounge against our piled belongings, exhausted. And then shifting in a chain reaction, the part of the string held up by our bags shifts. Wait, why did... Say something, Haku. Oh, say something. Over the fallen partition, I see Kuon's covered her eyes with a washcloth, oblivious. How long is our character gonna just, like, stay quiet? You have to say something. You're like, Kuon, the cloth. Say something. She keeps humming to herself, kicking her legs in the water. I admit it's a pleasant sight, but I can't ogle her like this. Kuon's tail gracefully flicking back and forth. Okay, every time they look, Kuon's tail gracefully flicking back and forth is almost hypnotizing. Do you see a tail? I don't see a tail. God damn it. Why do they keep referencing her tail but not, like, make it visible at any point? I swear to God. Not good at all. Calm down, it's an accident. Knowing Kuon, she'll smile and forgive me. Say something. The longer he waits to say something, she might smile, but her eyes won't be smiling, and that dangerous tail will be swinging. Dude, just say something. The longer you wait, if he waits until she notices, he gets in trouble. Just say something. If I put the partition back the way it was, oh boy, here we go. He's like, I'm gonna put it back, yeah. Taking extreme care not to make any noise or draw attention, I try to pull the sheet back up. Slide it back into place like that, and all I have to do is tie off the edges so... My hand slips right as I finish, and instead of tightening the knot properly, it all comes undone. It's not getting better. And again, I can't see a tail here. Alright. What are you doing? Stop. You're making it worse. Haku's technical ability is failing. Due to him being thirsty. Alright, she's opening her eyes now. You're gonna get fucking murdered because you didn't do anything or say anything. Oh boy. Kuon pulls the washcloth off her eyes as though suddenly remembering something. There, turning around, she reaches for a small bottle and dumps its contents into the water. He's so lucky. Kuon, just say something, dude. Be like, Kuon, the fucking partition's gone. That's all you have to say. Kuon, the partition fell. Then, still oblivious, she re-soaks the washcloth and replaces it over her eyes once more. Oh god. He hasn't said anything. That was close. If she turned her head even a few degrees, it would have been the end. Kuon happily swings her legs and hums a tune, a stark contrast with what I'm feeling right now. Dude, you need to make up your fucking mind. Haku, you've got to be quiet. Is something wrong? No, nothing's wrong. I don't know what to say. No one else is here. It's gonna be quiet if I'm not talking to you. Alright, the time for saying things is over. You need to take action, because you're basically relying on pure chance not to get fucking strangled by her tail. You were thinking about peeking, were you? Naughty. He's like, oh god. Don't be ridiculous. Who would ever do such a thing? Yeah, who would ever want to do that? Calm down, I'm kidding, I know you wouldn't. Well, as long as we're clear on that. This isn't weighing on my conscience. I'm not peeking, absolutely not my fault. I've got nothing left of my contingency plan. I tiptoe to the pen's flap. No choice but to bail. Even if she realizes what happened, she'll probably let it drop by tomorrow. Probably. Maybe Ukon will let me sleep in his tent instead of Kuon's. I creep closer towards the exit and spare a glance at my shoulder towards Kuon. Why are you looking back? Don't look back! Her skin is flawless, free of scars or blemishes, her figure tight and fit, and her face pleasant. Exquisite is a good word for her kind of beauty. Personally, I prefer. He says he prefers women with more endowment than she has. Haku, like that's what you're complaining about? Just keep going. Walk out of the tent, Haku. Just walk out of the tent. With everything else she has going for her, it's almost disappointing. What? Haku, fuck off. I don't care. Get out of here. Get out of here, Haku. And eye contact. He's dead. I'm like, I don't care. Haku? Kuon raised her head from the water and the washcloth slides off her eyes with an ominous flop. All he had to do was walk outside. But instead he's like, he's lost. She smiles, and just as I thought those eyes, the smile doesn't quite extend to her eyes. Her tail uncurls sinuously. Haku. I already said Haku. You have to say something in the first like 5-10 seconds while she's not aware, otherwise you're just replying because you got caught. You fucked, kiddo. Never mind that. I'd like you to tell me what it was you found disappointing. Oh, did he say that out loud? I didn't think he said anything out loud. I didn't say anything like that. I only thought it was a bit of a disappointment. She isn't bigger. This is what he gets for not being grateful. You sighed disappointedly. What was that about? Oh, good. Oh, good. He didn't say anything out loud. Look, you can make an excuse. This time, it's okay to make an excuse. Come on, dude. Make an excuse. I sighed. Kuon's prehensile tail curls around the handle of a bubbling, boiling pot and lifts. Wait, it's all a misunderstanding. Nice knowing you. Yeah, nice knowing you. You got it wrong. I don't feel too bad for him, although that probably really hurt. He kind of deserved that one, let's be honest. It's all a misunderstanding is something you never say IRL? I don't know, you could probably say that. I mean, I think these situations almost rarely, if never, occur in real life, so it's about as realistic as this situation occurring. Because most people, anyone who would actually care enough to pour boiling water on you for this is probably way the fuck more paranoid about the cloth falling down that's separating your eyes from their body. It's like you would be way more paranoid about that if you actually cared about someone seeing. So, all right. Yeah, either you go all the way, or you jump out the window. Yeah, our character is pretty like the whole scenario is unrealistic. It only exists in anime. But hey, it's all good. It's not like it's not an entertaining scene. All right. At sunrise, we pack up the campground and begin preparations to leave as planned. After a bit of a fun scene with Kuon. We're following our standard rom-com path though, so this is technically getting us one step closer to being with Kuon. The classic, oops, it was an accident or a misunderstanding. Alright, boys and girls, break's over. Let's get out of here soon. The deep voices of Ukon's men respond in unison, and soon the wagons roll once more. I'm growing. Alright. The ambiance is becoming comfortable. It's nice. Alright, we'll keep going. Not long after we get back to the highway, I notice a familiar pair walking beside me. And once again, it's the mystery twins flanking me on either side. What do you need? No response. What's with these guys? Who are they? Kuon strays back towards me, having been walking in the front. Coming back to investigate the odd sight. So you want to know? Yeah. Every time I ask them, I don't get a word of response. They're not carrying a load. They haven't been assigned any work. They aren't assigned any work. Even the fucking princess gets more work than these guys. What the fuck is up with them? Feels off, doesn't it? If I had to guess, they're children of one of the men escorting the cargo? Is it okay to leap to conclusions like this? Like, we don't know who they are. Can we ask him? They don't seem to be a threat or anything? I mean, we're just okay with having randoms in our caravan? I came back to check on Rulity. Oh, she was here for Rulity and not us. Oof. Kuon runs off in Rulity's direction, shrugging off my bizarre situation. She wasn't interested in this or me. Oh well. Oof. Feels lonely, man. The caravan continues on its slow, inexorable roll up the mountain path. I can tell the road was paved at some point, but now only a few scattered stones remain. Trees have taken root in the days since, roots snaking under the surface, breaking up the path. So is the Empire on a decline? I mean, if a paved road is not being maintained a day or so outside, an unknown number of days outside the capital, then the kingdom might be in decline. You should probably maintain roads to ensure good trade routes, right? This is what he meant when he said the road would be rough. The snowmelt sunk into the dirt, forcing everyone to trudge through thick mud. Fun times. The duo don't say shit, they just poke us. As usual, they're close at hand. Forget it. No matter what I say, it's not like they're gonna reply. It's pointless to worry about it. Getting dark, though. The sun should be high noon, but the thick canopy is blocking it effectively. Heretofore have I breathed so foul an air as which chills my very bones in this place. Maruo mutters uneasily as he shoots furtive glances about, peering into the trees. He's uncomfortable with this. It calls forth a memory most unseemly of a darkling scroll, the fearful once I read. Alright, a scary story. A tale of a man wandering in a wood like this, where he met a woman of beauty, unmatched beauty, okay. But lo, beneath this woman's mask of deception lay a Nugwizum Kami, that which feasteth upon the of wayfarers. Okay. So, man-eating creature beneath this woman's mask of deception. What a curious choice. What a curious, story. Oops. What a curious story. We play Mask of Deception, and what a curious story. We play Mask of Deception, and this a reference directly to it. Interesting. Nugwizum Kami? A phantom or ghost or some shit? Yeah, I guess so. The tail frighten thee not? I mean, I don't know what that is. Not really. Yeah, it helps if we know what the monster is. He kind of just told us that it was a monster, but we're like, we don't know what that monster is or what its abilities are. And we've seen some actual monsters around here too. It's a generic story and a short summary doesn't strike fear into the heart. Yeah, Haku's right. A figure on the road ahead catches my gaze. Someone unfamiliar stands at the side of the road, waving both arms in an effort to flag us down. Next to them, a wagon like one of our own is tilted and fallen, blocking the road. So, either people need help, or ambushed by bandits. Flip a coin to find out which one. Ukon calls a halt and a nervous vibe rippled through the caravan. The prospect of bandits very real. And the prospect of the person asking for help being in league with the bandits is very high. If they exist. Oh my goodness, she has actual... Okay. Does she not... Does this not scream bandit? Oh goodness. I'm sorry, could you help me out? The girl next to the wagon approaches us with an apologetic smile. Sugoi Dekai? Yeah. What can we do for you, miss? My cart's wheels are stuck and I can't get it out on my own? Oh boy. My companions went for help, but at this rate the sun's gonna set before they come back. Can I get your help pushing the cart free? Quite a bind. Alright, let's help her out. You want to smash it? Alright. You want to smash? He does. See, I knew he wouldn't like. I knew he wouldn't like Kuon. Damn it. Kuon's way better anyway. Several men quickly gather at Ukon's call. They seem a little eager to please because it's a woman, especially one with a pretty face. Figures. But is she the bandit? Is she the bandit queen? Maroro, is that your Nuguizom Kami? The story you just told me. She's gonna eat us while our guard's down, right? Katsu's Master Haku. Don't make such a joke. It's not a laughing matter. Dude, I'd honestly be having everyone else scan the forest for fucking guards. Or checking the contents of the cart for bandits. I'm not being serious. I just asked if it looks like her. I mean, she's cute. But I wouldn't call her a woman of beauty unmatched or whatever he said. That's right. Shot her down. She doesn't have unmatched beauty. She has some charm, but no. She's not such a beauty as that which the fell creatures of the night might impersonate. Forsooth, let us be thankful of thy homeliness. Ooh, that's a burn from Maroro. Ooh. Something wrong, miss? Nothing. If I may, can I make one request to you? Alright, let's hear it. What special hell is waiting for you? I don't know. Look, it's the typical bandit queen. I even asked, is she just the bandit princess? Put down your weapons and leave all your other belongings behind. Put down your weapons and leave everything behind. Poof, in the blink of an eye, the dropped cloth covering her cart's cargo rips away, revealing armed men. Surprising nobody! Holy shit! If anyone is caught off guard and not just like, yeah, okay. Gonna be a bit disappointed. This should be the most obvious shit in the... Like, nobody checked the cargo? That should be the number one thing. It's like, okay, who else is in here? Ukon's men who approach the caravan to help are quickly subdued and pinned down. Oh dear god, they're stupid. Ukon, that's gotta be like #1 ambush strat. How do you not predict that? How did nobody predict this? This is the most obvious ambush strategy I've ever seen. You feign distress and then attack when someone comes to help you. Jesus Christ. Fireball their ass, Maroro. Don't move. Faster than Ukon can reach for his blade, the girl raises her hand. And at her signal, more men with bows and knocked arrows materialize from the trees, aimed right at us. Did nobody predict this? Nobody predict this. This is the most obvious fucking trap I've ever seen. Alright, we're waiting for their response. What matter? We're surrounded. Their numbers are only half ours, but every one of them has his bowstring drawn and readied. We'll have to play this carefully. Maru begins visibly trembling at the sudden development. Both he and the twins are... Wait, where do the twins go? Well, the twins can show their usefulness now. Vanished again, of course. Not bad. Ukon remains straight back and fearless, but his voice is audibly stiff. Worry not, we're merely after the cargo. Your lives are only in danger if you decide to be idiots. Or maybe you resist and put the two on the bird at risk? Is she talking about Rulity and Kuon? If they loose those arrows, they'll be the first to fall. There's nowhere to take cover. Kuon's just like contemplative. I'll look over to see Kuon protectively wrapping her arms around Rulity, who's gone pale with fear. Guess there's no choice then. Ukon takes his katana from his waist and tosses it at the woman's feet. You guys do the same? Nothing rash? Well, that was the easiest defeat. Let's see what it's playing. I'm taking her at her word. She won't hurt us if we stay quiet. The Onquam all share looks, murmuring to each other. The reality of their situation sinks in, and one by one they lay down their arms. Literally nobody thought this would be an ambush. Or so it seems. Let's see. You there, you too? Maru and I are the only ones now moving to put down our weapons. We're drawing undue attention. Looks like I got no choice. I guess I'll ride at the storm and see what happens. Side characters, they're like AI. I pulled a fan from my sash and laid it on the ground. And the other one? He doesn't have anything on him. As Maru dissolves into a panic, I step in and speak for him. Master! Master! He takes my words as sticking up for him, and his quiver is moved to tears. Really, I only did it so his flailing wouldn't provoke them. Yeah, Maru is pretty fucking annoying. Alright, men. At the woman's call, some of her bandits step forward with ropes. Hands behind your backs, nice and slow like. No real point in resisting, I do as instructed. Didn't Ukon say no one would dare attack us like this? And here we are, attacked by bandits, in possibly the most obvious ambush of all time. What's he thinking? I'm wondering what Ukon's thinking. Glancing up the line to Ukon, I see they also tied him up and forced him to sit. At least they don't seem like they're going to do anything too rough to us. Well done, Nosri. An impressive show. The sound of slow clapping fills the clearing. A broad-shouldered, rugged man appears and gives a vulgar smile, clapping as he approaches the girl. Despite his entrance, Nosuri only gives him a sidelong glance, hardly paying attention. The newcomer shrugs it off and looks over to me. Or past me to Kuon and Rulity, now dismantled and tied up, and his smile widens by several teeth. Ain't this one a beauty? Lookers like this are hard to come by, even in the city. And that settles it. That girl is mine. The woman Nosuri apparently promised they'd only touch the cargo, but that was a lie. Don't forget to search these idiots while we got them tied up. Take whatever you come up with. At the broad-shouldered man's call, a bunch of ragged ruffians, a new separate group, approach us. Well, how are we going to get out of this one? I'll pass, you aren't my type. Oh, you're good. You got spunk. I'm liking you more. Alright. The classic evil bandit lines. You girls are mine, you understand? I'll give you plenty of attention later. Boss, you'd better share. I ain't sharing one finger of these lovelies. Miss Kuon. Pale with fear, Rulity huddles against Kuon, shaking. Everything's fine. We'll be alright, I promise. We haven't seen the two shadowed people. They're presumably useful and gonna show their utility in the next, like, 5 seconds. Well, someone's confident. Situation's looking bleaker by the moment. Does Kuon have a secret plan up her sleeve? I'm sure Haku will find us a way out. Haku? Reality follows Kuon's eyes, looking for me to help. Wait, what are we supposed to do here? Oh, stop looking at me like that. Those eyes are playing you with guilt. Well, it's new enough. If you're going to be working with the Nosuri thieves, you abide by our rules, not yours. The girl gives the man Moznu a sharp look, admonishing him. We only take cargo. Everything and everyone is to remain unharmed. You're like, I'm pretty sure I could find this VS switch. Finding dojins for a VN is not for a series is not particularly hard. Go for it, my dude. I'm sure they exist. I'm sure in the sense that I haven't looked them up, but they probably do exist. I told you before, you can't do as you please. Don't be a spoilsport. Live with it. You know you can leave it all to me. Moznu swaggers over to Nosuri and throws an arm around her shoulder, getting a little too close for comfort. I know you're jealous. I'm just giving those two attention. Why don't you come clean already? Is anyone into Moznu? Actually, I'm not gonna ask, but I'm sure someone is. Be my sweetheart. It'd be an awful shame if those great tits of yours never got the loving they deserve. As Moznu points meaningfully at Nosuri's chest, she calmly seizes his finger and twists sharply. Crack! There we go. Moznu drops to the ground, clutching the offending finger and writhing in pain. It's just a finger, you'll be okay. You're into her? You don't say. Fingers aren't supposed to bend that way, are they? No, they aren't, Haku. You're absolutely right. Behave, little boy. Wait, she... Nosuri says that line is over reciting it from a script and winks awkwardly. How is that, Ogi? Did I act with all the style and strength of a good woman? Most impressive, your feminine charms dazzle as ever. Dearest sister, I see. A slender man appears next to me. I didn't notice him at all. How was he hiding? With this, I'm one step closer to being the model of a good woman. Alright. There are so... Do you want an explanation? He looks like he's in serious pain, thrashing about as he howls at Nosuri. How boorish. A good man simply laughs and shrugs off a woman's jest. I'm pretty sure you could make actual jests instead of breaking fingers, but hey, to each his or her own. How am I supposed to shrug this off? This shit hurts. It's just a finger, dude. Like half the people on this planet are superhuman. Cry me a river. He'll never aspire to be a good man. More like he'll never become a good man. There was once a foreign Aulo who was thought to be such a man. You know? Okay. No matter how his jealous wife hit him or stabbed him with chopsticks, he grinned and bore it. Okay. To weather such treatment with a smile and acceptance is the duty of a good man. I mean, I know she's a bandit, but that seems a bit unusual. I'm finding things wrong with her logic here. Yeah, thanks, Haku. You, on the other hand, are a boor and a pig. I mean, that part's true. How dare. The man grimaces, but as he moves towards Nosri menacingly, he freezes in place. Oh my good man, what is the matter? Why can't you move? The man called Oogie at my side a moment ago reappears behind Mosnu, holding a thin blade to his neck. This guy's fast. Didn't even see him move. I'm just joking. Oh, good fun. Take it easy. Forgiving a man for being rude is what a good woman does. Interesting standards, Nasri. Alright. He defers to her judgment? Sure. And like that, Oogie slips his blade into his sleeve and walks away as if nothing happened. He doesn't like big tits. Alright. He's saying that. He's trying to convince himself. Spitting a weak parting shot over his shoulder like a sore loser, Mosnu turns and runs. They're gonna shrivel and droop when you're an old hag, you know? Giving a final insult as he disappears into the thicket. He's not entirely wrong. Is something the matter, sister? Nothing. Keep carrying on. Oogie, man, her cream colored top is like unusually close to her skin color, man. Oogie waves the remaining men under her command who gather around the caravan's unmanned wagons. Anything loaded with cargo, even that strange covered one, is hauled off in short order. Forgive the inconvenience, we'll take this. Farewell. Take care on the road until we meet again. With bizarrely polite farewells, both disappear with the last of the bandits into the woods. Well, at least we survived. We're tied up deep in the mountains, but we survived. And how do we break out of this? Wriggle. No sooner than the thought crosses my mind, I notice Kuon wriggling her body oddly behind me. There we go. The ropes tightly wrapped around her suddenly fall to the ground. A rope escape. You gotta teach me that if this turns into a regular thing. There's a little trick. Just dislocate your fingers. I'm pretty sure it's a big leap from a little trick, but that is a pretty solid trick to escaping stuff bindings like that. Sure is. Just hold still and let me untie you. Kuon makes her way down the line, starting with me and then everyone else in rapid succession. Alright, she's thankful. Missy, do mind, won't you? I don't think I need to untie you. What do you mean? You're a good actor, but enough of the charade. I could tell something was off. He surrendered very quickly. You weren't being cautious at all with a suspicious woman approaching us unsolicited? It's not like you at all, a mercenary captain laying their guard down? Yeah, I was wondering what was up with that. I was like, this is the most obvious thing in the fucking book. You overestimate me, I think, Missy. And you took her story at face value? You should have asked for details. Moreover, after they surrounded us, only Rulati and Maruro were upset. Everyone else was pretty calm. It was a strange encounter we had. Certainly strange. That's why Kuon was unflappable. She noticed something was up. I was just thinking he had a trick up his sleeve. Had it been one or two off notes, he might have let it slide. The whole thing's suspicious. Yeah, I'm with Kuon. I was assuming he just had a plan to get us out of this mess. Or maybe he knows what's going on. Maybe he knew about the... Alright, I give. You got some scary deductive abilities. But it was really straightforward. You were not acting yourself, Ukon. You were like really chill about this. Considering when like 3 of your guys died to a sudden Titanic Girigiri, you were just like, we gotta deal with this shit. Instead of routing and giving up immediately. And considering you thought that it was basically a mythical creature that we couldn't possibly take on without some... Basically you thought it was a myth. We fought a creature straight out of myth and you're like, bandits, half our number, terrifying. I don't agree. Alright. Explain, please. Thanks, Kuon. Ukon smiles and then stands with that issue. The ropes supposedly tying him flutter uselessly to the ground at his feet. What bewitcheth yon? How'd it go, you two? Alright, these guys show what they're doing. The twins nod, silently pointing off in the same direction. When did they... Alright, looks like everything's ready. I should make the reveal then. Ukon scratches the back of his head, turning back towards us. Remember when I said no bandit would attack us? I might have lied. Yup. See, it's been plagued by more bandits and highway robberies like this recently. Even way out here in Girigiri, efforts to bring them in haven't gone well. Yup. Seems the bandits have been moving their strongholds regularly, throwing off the hunt. And they've been raiding, robbing, scaling up, recruiting new members. They can't be left to their own devices. Alright, so we are asked to take care of them. Ukon looks over to Rulati apologetically. Sorry for putting you through this, princess. We thought it'd be better if you didn't know. Let's see the... Speak truth, I knew not of these plans. Yeah, well, Maru's not exactly a subtle person. He's a terrible actor. Had to minimize the risk. I understand, Ukon. I understand. I understand. It's not like I made the decision myself. It was a group thing. Wait, guys? Guys? I can see that. Doesn't that mean this is a trick? Wow, Kid Rude. This was a purposeful trap. Faster to track him back to their base. This is a trap and we were the bait. And now we can track them back to their base. I get that. What would you have done if they actually attacked us? Thankfully nothing happened for a second there. It was about to get pretty ugly. The way that Mazdu guy was leering, that was a bit iffy. Rulati must have been scared out of her mind with their base buried in Kokopo's fur like that. Yeah, about that. Oh, so that's what was going on. As Ukon tries to talk around her, Kuon cuts to the heart of things. Either a traitor or one of ours infiltrated them, right? I wonder if things look suspicious. We're joining up with a company waiting nearby and attacking their base. Alright. I know you got questions and you deserve answers, but save them. Every minute counts now. I mean, I did say we're 100% fighting bandits on their way here. How do you suggest that so calmly? Discarding cargo, but launching surprise attacks on bandit fortresses? Give me a break. Dude, I'm sorry, Haku, but it was so unbelievably obvious that we were going to be fighting bandits at some point on this trip. You just had to have accepted it. There were way too many flags. I'm not planning on bringing you. Relax. Okay. Saying that, he smiles. Instead, a bit of a favor, oh boy. What does he want us to do then if we're not fighting? Yukon leads the company deep into the mountains to join up with the strike team. The journey takes maybe an hour. Alright. Before long, the sounds of clashing metal and shouted battle cries fill our ears. So it's begun. Judging from how loud the noises are, it's a large-scale battle. I might not stand a chance if I get involved in that. So we're chickening out? What's the plan? Ah, we're escorting the princess. It's royalty. It's nothing, sir. Alright. That damn bird. It's that damn bird. You need something. Sorry for dragging you into this. I'm just sitting here like, oh, this bird's probably a bigger problem than the bandits for us, I swear. Dragging me into this? What do you mean? You mean guarding you while the others fight? Ah, don't worry about it. We'd rather be here than in that huge melee. Guess what? We've changed to 3D mode, which means we're probably getting a fight shortly. Yeah, rather be here. There might be some stragglers. This is a personal request from Ukon. If he wants me here, I can't complain. Alright. You holding up okay, Realty? Even with those agents among the bandits, things could have gone badly. If Mosnu didn't back down. You're okay, Realty? Miss Kuon was here and I was here? Wait, what were we doing? I don't think we were doing shit. I'm happy to hear her say that. I'm not sure there's much I could do. You're noble at heart. I expect nothing less from a princess. She's a cute princess. Did I say something embarrassing? Or she might like us. Turns out a good thing we joined up with Ukon. Even with our terrible experience so far? Yeah, I'd say so. You want to take on 20 bandits? If we didn't take him up on his offer, we'd still have to take this road, yep. And we'd be dealing with, what, 20 plus bandits? We could have got caught on our own by these bandits. That happened. Yeah, who knows if we'd make it through unscathed. Even if Ukon has a mole, there's no chance. There's almost no chance they'd risk their cover for that. It'd probably just not help us to earn the bandits' trust. After all, they're looking to they're concerned about the bandits disrupting trade, not one or two people traveling the road. They care more about like large caravans being stopped and a ton of goods being stolen. Right. Yeah, it was the right decision to come with Ukon. Oh, Maruro's here, alright. Thy fate and ours are entwined as the vine unto the stem, oh god. Didn't you go with the others, Maruro? Yeah, what are you doing here, man? The thought of abandoning us ranked his heart with sorrow, oh god. Ukon said I could stay when I asked. Oh boy. Alright. His magic is nothing if not a powerhouse. He's actually a ranged unit, that's nice. It's reassuring to have him, but... Yeah, we're not exactly happy, but he's got some firepower. Speak the truth, he was so afraid. His heart was beating out of his chest. That's Maruro. It's hard to tell if he ever has any courage. Is he going to be all that helpful? He's so undeserving of the trust. Yeah, probably. They had no choice. Any hint that's suspicious would have ruined the route. That's the way it is, I suppose. Alright, we gotta wait for Ukon and the others. That's all we gotta do. Surprise, bandits. It's an escape hatch for the bandit leaders. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or is this an ambush? Useless fucking shit-ass sentries. That I'm quoting verbatim. Useless fucking shit-ass sentries. How'd they even find the hideout? You think Nazuri ratted us out? Just think about it. Just because you got a great pair of tits in your face, you gotta believe everything she says? Yes, that's how it works. You saw him. A man's only got so much willpower with those things in front of him. At least he's being honest. The bandits are just like, yeah, that's fair. Boss has a point. Too bad for the chest. I'll bet she never would have dreamed that there was a secret passage. Let's scram, we regroup, figure out how to get revenge on them. Well, this is awkward. This is the bandits from earlier. Only 5 at least. What are you doing here? Time to smash some heads. This is a nice surprise. You fall into my lap again like moths to the flame? Alright. Let's fight him. Let's give him a beating. Says he's gonna give her lots of loving after we get out of here. Alright. Head pats. Head pats and maybe even some hand holding. Alright, tie the women up and give the non-consensual hand holding. Give the guys what's coming to them. Stay back, Rulity. Kokopo disagrees. He's ready to fight. No, Kokopo. Okay, if we use Rulity and Kokopo in the fight, I really want the character name to be Kokopo and not Rulity. Like, Rulity is just there. You know how, like, when you normally play, like, strategy games like this, you have, like, a character on a mount and it'll still be the character's name? I would actually like it to be the opposite, where it is literally just Kokopo and Rulity does nothing. Because, you know, it's like a character riding a dragon, and it's like the dragon kills, like, 50 people, and it's like, what did the rider do other than direct the dragon? I feel like the dragon's getting all the kills. But somehow the rider's getting XP. Please just run. What do you say? I can't just leave you to this guy. I don't understand. Get away as fast as you can, all of you. What are you saying? This bird's a gentle soul. If you make it angry, you'll regret it. You make Kokopo angry, you'll regret it. You won't like him when he's angry. He's like the Hulk. If you think threatening me with your bird's gonna work. Wait. 2 down already? What? So that's what she meant? Kokopo is mad. Into the fight we go. The bird's going berserk. Stage 1. Alright, stage 4, defeat Mosnu. All eyes defeated. Got it. Looks like we have the whole team here. Let's see. Unit info. Is there anything useful here? This is a scroll. It seems to only work 4 times, so I'm not going to use it. Transients for him seems good. If we go back, I want to go to Maruro. Wait, are we actually the flimsiest? No, I think Maruro is supposed to be the flimsiest. I'm gonna go to Maruro. I'd like to unequip this. He just has an equipment slot, right? Yeah. I'm going to equip this on him. I don't want him to be attacked. If there's a random chance someone gets attacked, he's probably the person who wants to get hit the least. So I think that works. Kuon's here. She has no equipment. And Rulati has some big-ass stats. Holy shit, Rulati is level 5 and has like double the health. Almost double the health of everyone else. She does not need help. Kuon's going to be with us for a while, so let's see. Yeah, sure, poison resist. It's not amazing, but it's something. Alright, let's fight. Everyone's in combat. Oh wait, we have to select units. Select units for the battle. Only one of them is listed as joining. How do we get more in? Select. Okay, spacebar to select. Okay. Obviously we want our whole team. I don't think the order is correct for this, to be honest. It should be Maro Kuon like that, because he's in the center, because he's the least useful. In the event the guy on the left attacks. Alright. End prep, begin the battle. Yeah, I think so. Let's go. Let's begin. To arms, okay. Combat tutorial. I had to gloss it. Nope. He has passive healing, and damn, that's some legit movement. Looks like these guys are... I have no clue how hard she is. These guys have 100 hit points, though. They're not pushovers. Oh, there's a lot on the left, too. Okay. I have to use, like, WASD to move the camera, which is a bit weird. I can't just mouse to move the camera. Anyway. We probably want to clear out one side, I guess. She is air. She's neutral on this. And he has advantage, or we have advantage? I'm not quite sure. What's the range of her attack? I'm gonna guess she's melee because she's got the bird. Let's see, realty. Unit info. Defense up, energy of wind, morale boost. 2 close attacks. Nerf speed, does more damage to objects. Zone of control in surrounding areas stops one adjacent enemy from moving. There we go, zone of control is a thing. You have to have a special ability for it, okay. I think the goal is to have Kuon go right, and Kuon go right with Bird Lady, and us two take on this guy. Kuon moves 4, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. She doesn't make it to combat any other way. Alright, will we move here? No, I need to know what my attacks are. What are my options? Attack, but what's the difference? 44 versus 50? Looks like one's elementally aligned to Earth and hits harder, I guess. We go with that one? $60, that's not too bad. That guy's gonna drop fast. Okay. Zone of control active. 12, alright. Alright, so Kuon's gonna go in, finish this guy off real quick. Kawasemi. That's good stuff with Kuon. These guys are moving right. Oh, he's got ranged attacks. That's unfortunate. Ooh, he hits hard. That guy's ranged. Okay. Good to know. I forgot there was a follow-up attack. We missed. Ooh, both crits. Damn. Missed both crits. That's unfortunate. Just normal attack though. Don't worry about that. Oof. He hits hard. He's getting his XP and his zeal up. Alright. These guys are under some serious pressure, but if she can like grab this guy and beat him up, I think we'll be okay. 1, 2, 3. Theoretically, we beat this guy in one-on-one combat. Do I maybe help these two? I think I clear this out and then move on here. And that is a really confusing setup, but alright. He has natural regen, so we should be okay. I want to lock this guy in combat. Maybe he can't fight if he's engaged, but can't really tell that. Ooh, we are disadvantaged against this guy. We are not hitting hard against him. $32. That's gonna be a bit. Is what it is. I didn't know if I should move her. But I guess that guy has a range attack, so we can maybe ramp him somehow. I don't know what ZOC is doing other than maybe locking them in combat though. I don't think she has Frenzy right now. Guess we'll keep them out of range. Keep them from doing anything too useful, and we'll like surround this melee guy. That's probably a good strat. Focus this ranged guy who seems to hit really hard. Alright. Keeping these guys out of combat. Oh my god, that guy hits really hard. Shit, man. Alright. Okay, that guy's dead. We got him. Good, we can move and maybe get some aggro. I don't want Kuon just fucking biting it. Good lord, that guy hits for 2/3 of my hit points. Alright. We're gonna need some fucking help, aren't we? Zona control not giving me too much value, honestly. Since it's not quite a taunt. We'll kill this guy, but it's not looking amazing for our main character. He's in trouble, I think. Standing here might be the right call. We're basically trying to stop these two from moving around. We're gonna use the we're gonna have to assume that this stops them from moving. Basically. Got that crit that time. Ooh, 77. Get melted, dude. Fighter should lock him in combat, I hope. How hard does he hit? That sounds... Oh, 55. That's a nasty attack, Mosnu. Okay. And we should just shred this guy real quick. She is really low on health. That said, I think she can heal once she's no longer in immediate danger. Can we... she might not be able to do it in this state. Can we not? I think we need to, I think we need to have a combat action left for this. I'll relocate her to keep her out of danger as best I can. He should be in zone of... Really? Okay. He moved right into zone of control and attacked anyway. Doesn't seem like a very useful feature. Okay. Wait, so he's down. So it's not stopping you from moving into or through it. Can we... 39, 45 on this guy. I guess we're doing 45 on this guy. Oh, AoE! Goddamn. This bird fucks people up. AoE burb. Damn. Alright. 23 XP. I can see that happening. That was some legit damage. Wind's favor. Oh, is that a... Is that our fervor? Yo, that's our fervor. Alright. That's our fervor. It's time for some fun. Oh, I missed the crit. My bad. That guy is on death's door because I missed the crit. My bad. And she's just like, I'll chill out now. Ouch. 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 Stop bonking the cutie. The cute bird. View units. Who's next? Or no? Full map? Who's next? Huon's next? Okay. Huon's probably going to heal herself, I think. Because at 2 health. 1, 2, 3. Stand here. This guy does not do 76. He does 16. Unless my eyes deceive me, that is a 16. I'm gonna make sure this guy's dead. 39. Cool. How do you use Kuon's healing? Ah, I see how it's done, okay. I'm out of range for Rulity. Can I target myself? I may not be able to heal myself with it. Return. 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 Oh, that's annoying. I somehow moved. That's annoying. Okay. I'm a little bit annoyed at that. Bonking the cutie is bad save. I'm a little bit annoyed at how that went. I can't rewind yet. Okay. I mean, we crit him. That works. But, like, I kind of wanted to use the healing ability. And I couldn't, which is kind of annoying. Yeah, he swings again. Alright. Alright. Like, we could have done something else with that. Oh well. No, he's time walking. Alright. He got his own zeal. He's down. Yep. I'm really annoyed because I wanted to heal Rulity. And now she's fucking dead because I don't know how we moved. But we somehow moved. I guess we're just gonna go in punching. I mean, she gets the roundhouse kill on him, but I'm a little bit annoyed at how that worked. I'm not sure how we moved in the first place, so I'm like, how did I move, and why can I not do anything? Yeah, the bird fucked people up. He's lucky he's not dead. The bird's just scratching him. Who cares? He's a bandit. If anything, all his comrades are fucking dead, and he's like, I'm being scratched. Life is hard. Princess Rulity? You don't understand? I'm not making Kokopo do this. Kokopo, that's enough. And he's just like happy as can be. He's like, ah, yes, I did all the scratching I needed to. Life is good. I'm having so much fun scratching this guy's face. The usual response to her asking politely then. Well, this is cruel. He might be a scumbag, but I'm starting to feel sorry for him. Not that I forgive him. He'll be fine. If he dies, he dies. Who do you like, I guess? Have Kokobo kill him for all I care. Your call, realty. I don't understand. Oh wow, isn't this a grand scene? That guy from earlier. My apologies for the tribulations you put through. It gave me no pleasure to play my role, I assure you. You're the... Ogi the traitor. I was never a member of your crew to begin with. What happened to Honor Among Thieves? He's gonna say he was an agent to plant from the start, right? He sold us out to Imperials? Honor Among Thieves? Thieves who don't kill, violate women, or pillage from the poor, surely. Find it offensive you'd liken me to a murderous, philandering brute like yourself? Alright. Pretty it up all you like, you're still stealing? I didn't come here to exchange spars with you, though. Don't be running your mouth much more anyway. The bird's clearly not causing enough harm if he can still spout his bile. Why not let Kokopo give him a few more kicks? You're gonna quit your game. You befouled my sister with your lecherous hands and insulted her aspirations. Any final words? Ogi's cold smile remains as he speaks. Oh no, it's Nobukatsu. Budget Nobukatsu, that is. Alright. Stop, I'm not gonna die here. 3, 2, 1. This is a pointless endeavor, the flailings of the short-sighted. Well, there's the crew we were looking for. That mask. Sir Ashtor. Ashtor. He doesn't seem too happy. As I said, pointless. He doesn't seem happy. Nothing personnel, kid. He's fast. I couldn't follow. What did he just do? Nice mounts. Do you know what they look like? I know, right? They look like ducks. Well, Haku thinks they're ostriches. They also kind of look a little bit like someone took a mallard duck and gave it arms instead of normal wings. And then a longer tail. I merely struck it with the flat of my blade. Classic. The classic flat of the blade, unconscious. Yeah, okay. Not worth studying seal. Alright. It resolves matters. Alright, well that's it. You have my gratitude. Convey my thanks to Lady Nosri for her aid as well. The cargo we quote-unquote stole has already been moved to its designated location. Help yourself. Oh, and a message from my dearest sister for you. We only cooperated with you to put down these brutes. There will be no future ties between us. Well, that sounds like something she'd say. I'll be off until our paths cross once more. Oshtor himself. Rulity is about to fangirl over Oshtar. The one in the mask, yes. Sir Oshtor, Imperial Guard of the Right, one of the twin shields of Yamato. Well, he's someone famous. Casually wearing some robes instead of armor. You apprehend. Is it just me or does he look like our character? Our face isn't showing up as a sprite right now, but I'm pretty sure we look very close to him. I'm trying to remember if our eyes are brown as well. If he escaped, this operation would have been deemed a failure. You have my gratitude. Alright, thanks, Oshtor. I can't reward you here. Expect a formal commendation soon, though. Lucky. The right place, right time. That's all we can say. Rulity is getting a commendation because their bird went berserk on the bandit leader. Shall I report? The plea for assistance has been answered? See that your father, the Aolo, receives it. He's too busy being embarrassed at having met, like, the coolest knight in the kingdom or some shit. I'll pass the message on to him. Yep, she's almost a blubbering wreck at this point. He's tense. He must be important to make a princess nervous. I think anyone can make Rulity nervous. You just have to apply pressure by having a presence. There are matters that require leave. Alright, he's taking his leave. Got it. Your escorts are en route. Enjoy the remainder of your journey in their protection. Thanks. Alright. Alright, for all forces withdraw. Okay. We'll meet once again. Alright. Later, Oshtor. He gallops away astride his Waptor, the strike team following closely behind. They march in a perfect formation, showing just as much discipline as their commander. Nice. That's a victory for us. And less XP than I wanted to get Kuon for Kuon. Bit awkward. He's really close to leveling up and we kind of fucked up there. Haku learned Rebound. When receiving attack, unit advances in turn order. Interesting. And Kuon got the action chain Jushimatsu. She can throw knives. That's what it looks like. She can throw knives 3 paces. They might even have... Oh, they're single target, my bad. She can throw knives. That's kind of cool. 10 zeal gain, 0.8 damage multiplier, and 3 range. Looks like they hit... It looks like the pattern, instead of just being 3, is actually the 2 spaces in a straight line away from her. Sorry. Outside of melee range, the first 2 spaces. No, because melee range is a plus. Yeah, the first 2 spaces outside, extending out of melee range. Basically, she has super long melee in a straight line. That's cool. I like that it's not just 3 at range 3. You notice? It's a plus sign. Like it's 2 above her. It's like she can now attack, including her melee. She can now attack the 3 things above her, the 3 things to the right, the 3 things below, and the 3 things to the left. But she can't exactly attack someone diagonally. She's like a mini rook now. So she can safely shoot from a distance. That's kind of cool. And Codex Wind Phase, reduce wind damage. Okay. Reduce earth damage. Okay, so damage reduction for classes. That's cool. Max health. That seems good. Alright. I should probably start allocating some of these, since we have about 30 now. Ooh, that scales in price a lot. Speed's expensive. Damn. This is 50%. I guess this scales 50% as well. That's 10 health. We went from 87 to 95. We're getting about 10 per level. So this is effectively like a level of each of these. I feel like our characters are fucking glass cannons, and we only have like one healer who is also like one of our best DPSs. I guess the mage is better than Goon. I'm thinking like we probably want to get defense up. I'm thinking like we just go with these stats and see if we actually need health. I don't know what defense actually does for us though. Like, does defense give us 1 damage reduction, or does it give us like 1%, or does it give us like a number relative to the enemy's attack stat? It's not quite clear. I kind of wish it would tell us, because it's hard to tell if we want to put points into defense or health, as we have 2 defensive. Both are purely defensive, right? I'll just put them here for now, because health is gonna... The number on health scales relatively quickly. I guess it's the same thing for... I mean, her attack stat's pretty high. Pretty damn high. Maybe we go with health instead. It seems like her health... Like, even at 18... Even at like 18 or 19, she was getting shredded, right? Like, people are killing us really quickly. I don't know if that's because our defense stats low, or if it's because defense is bad and health is more important. Oh my god, this guy's speed stats atrocious. He's definitely not someone we invest speed into unless we know what we're doing. I'm just gonna put them in both of these. See how it goes. She has 20/20 base stats, nice. I guess the worst that could happen, we just have to farm a little bit more, because we're not like where we want to be. That'd be the worst case scenario. We just have to farm a bit, because apparently you can go back and earn more BP and XP by redoing fights. In lands across the sea, they speak of the twin shields, Lord Ashtor and Mikazuchi. The aura of his, he might be on par with. I never imagined he'd be such a great nobleman. He's earning that praise from Kuon. He must be someone. Yeah. Apparently he's all that. You're struck by how much of the world's unfamiliar to you yet? He speaks distantly, her eyes follow him as he rides away with his troops. And Ruati is just like swooning because he's so damn manly. With a long-held exhale, Ruati slumps to the ground like a puppet with strings suddenly cut. Yeah, are you okay, Ruati? It feels like all the strength in my body's gone. You probably don't want to act like that every time someone leaves your presence or enters your presence. I don't blame you. I know you were scared. It's gonna be alright. No, that's not what she was thinking. It was nerve-wracking speaking with him. They're Ashko himself. Really? Okay. I understand he's important, but you're a princess, Realty. Surely your standing's comparable. How could he be above you? You're nothing next to him? He began as a footman, and as a man unthinkably young, he aspired to the mantle of Imperial Guard. He's super humble and a man so loved amongst his peers that you're unlikely to find anyone amongst them. Alright. In faith. His quaking has warrant for even Mikado lauded his name with honors. Didn't Mikado also laud your name with honors too, Mororo? There are those who brand him as an upstart, but Mororo knows better. He's like an ideal folk hero. Alright. He's an ideal folk hero. Alright. I'm down. I'm down. Great pride hath Morrow in his young lordship. Alright. Why are you proud? They share a benefactor. I see. I see. The same backer. Alright. Anyone seen Ukon? He's still not back? He's probably back in a second. There we go. Yes, you did hear your name, Ukon. The members of Ukon's company who had gone to meet the strike team reappear in a timely fashion. Took your sweet time. We didn't quite have it easy back there. He ran into some delays securing cargo again. Ukon points over his shoulder, and sure enough, the caravan's back together. Transporting this stuff safely is our top priority, you know. I'm pretty sure it was catching those bandits. How was the attack, Ukon? It went almost too well. The guidance from the team was perfect. We got a few wounded and no casualties. Alright. Sounds good. And we captured the bandit leader? Yep. Her bird went berserk on him. All praise on to Haku for his triumph. I was actually beaten unconscious by a bandit. And was probably dead if we were playing with permadeath. I was looking out for myself. Alright. You thought you were putting us nice and safely out of the way, but we ran to the bandit leader and his personal guard. Went and stole the show. You're surprised we rounded them up, dude. That bird is fucking insane. It was a coincidence, that's all. Makes you seem like you're being sarcastic? Don't be so bad. It was kind of true. It was an accident. It fell into place by chance. I don't know if that's luck. Bad luck. We ran into the bandit leader. Good luck. We beat him and got a reward for it. Sorry for putting the princess in danger. I didn't really mean for that to happen. You know what we didn't mean for is the bird to beat everyone's ass. It's a nice prestige booster for the princess. It doesn't seem like the right thing to subject a princess to. Well, she might have to go in battle sooner or later. It's experience. Free XP. She beat the shit out of people. Or I should say the bird. I don't know what she was doing because she wasn't even controlling the bird, but she somehow still got XP. If only she'd get some confidence. If she hangs around us long enough, maybe she'll reach level 10. Ukon mumbled to himself something. Alright, just talking to myself. I bet there's a big reward in store for the guy who caught the bandit chief. He did mention a formal commendation or some shit? Probably enough for a celebration if you split a few ways. Are you looking for some of that reward money, Ukon? It's safe to expect at least that much. Oh boy. 8 smiles on Maruro. He bursts with such joy he starts dancing. I wonder what our character is going to do. Is he just going to be like generic leader type, or is he going to go to... I'm wondering what like we're going to do in the capital. Are we going to go to school to learn magecraft or something? Or is our character just going to be himself and like decide to move out or participate in a greater conflict? I'm trying to figure out what we're going to do next when we get to the capital. Well, someone's in high spirits. My accounts of late are starved of gold. Probably because you're drinking tons of alcohol. Fortune never returns. I may yet avail myself of a new inkstone, brushes, letter paper. Morrow puts on a dopey smile at the thought of his newfound wealth. Damn, I thought this guy was a noble of some sort, and now he's like excited at the thought of a new inkwell. Alright, never mind then. Guy's a broke bitch. Alright, looking forward to it. Yukon laughs, patting Morrow's shoulder. His expression, though, is odd. Treating him to a drink. Oh boy. Right. The men surrounding Morrow, muttering, suddenly climb up. There wasn't anything offensive about that. What ails ye? A filled cup is hardly so great an expense, but such riches to my name. Oh boy. Despite his offer, the men shuffle their feet, looking uncomfortable. What's the matter? They appreciate the offer, but don't be modest. Let's eat, drink, and be merry. Morrow insists, but the way they decline seems almost pitying. Desire not such rebels. Why not? Probably because he's given away a ton of money or something? Or is he actually super broke? I won't refuse a drink, especially a celebratory one. Why won't they, though? Wouldn't it be gracious? It's not that we don't appreciate it, it's just we know he's saving money. Ah, okay. Wouldn't it be better to use it for your family's debt? He wants to spend all his money on alcohol instead of paying off his family's debts that are possibly incurred by him. Tomorrow ought to offer, let him avail each man a cup of the finest sake at least. Boss said your family asked him to repair the roof? Jesus, Morrow. What is this thou speakest? You didn't know? They ordered a bunch of textiles? Oh dear. Afraid so. Please say it ain't so. Morrow looks at Yukon imploringly. We all have to wake from dreams eventually. Oh god, poor guy. And so Morrow descends into the torment of death once more. That would be your fault, Morrow. Sorry, bro. Couldn't bring myself to tell you. Morrow sinks to the ground, though sapped of life. Ukon's words of felling blow. Only the sounds of the forest break the silence. Alright. Don't get so down. It'll be my treat. Why are we drinking with Morrow? This is our first action. Our first active action is to offer to drink with Morrow. Come on, man. We're friends, right? I don't know what's going on. I can buy him a drink. That's generous, Haku, but you don't have any money. I suppose it's fine. You earned this money. Dude, you have literally no assets to your name. Alright. It's admirable to help a friend like that. Yeah, okay. I'll take it out of your allowance, shall I? Allowance? Since I'm taking care of you, I'll manage your finances. You get an allowance. Oh no. Kuon's acting more and more like our mom. Why'd you gotta do this, dude? Why'd you even offer to pay anything? It's not like you have any money. You're like offering Kuon's money. Presumably you're getting a reward, but you should probably be thinking like, how can I pay Kuon back for all she's done for me? But yeah, whatever. Wait, why not allow? If I leave you in charge of your money, you'll blow it on spending. You know it's true. You know what? Ordinarily, I'd say this guy's supposed to be semi-intelligent, so he probably wouldn't spend it all, but, no, I think he would actually spend it, as literally the first thing he's ever considered spending money on is buying enough alcohol to spend the entirety of the reward money on his friend. That is a massive waste of money. Holy shit. Kuon, you have that right. cap his spending because he's already being irresponsible with money. The first money he gets, and he's not like, I need to buy clothes that aren't borrowed, or I need to buy myself some proper equipment, or figure out what I'm doing with my life. He wants to spend the first money he's ever gotten in this world, all of it on alcohol. Good plan, Kuon. It's not true. It is 100% true. You were just planning on spending all your money on fucking booze literally 1 second ago, Haku. You said you'd treat literally everybody to drinks. It's a fair assumption. That's why I like you, kid. Hear that, guys? Haku's footing the bill for everyone. He doesn't even know how much money he's getting, and he declared that he would give literally everyone all the drinks they wanted. Come on, man. That's gotta be some dumb shit. As Ukon's suggestion, everyone erupts into cheers. I said I'd treat Maro, not the whole company? You can't say it'll be my treat in front of everyone and only treat one person? Yeah, you literally just made Kuon fork out a fuck ton of money. Come on, dude. You gotta stop spending your money on stupid shit at least. Like, you're in a world with no assets, not even the clothes on your back or something you actually own, and you're like, the first thing I'm gonna do with all my money is spend it on booze for one person. Like, that's really stupid. I don't even know how you get to that conclusion. We'll make it a blowout at our usual place in the capital. So thanks for the treat. Who said anything about... This is all on you. This is all on you, Haku. I'm shedding tears for Kuon's fucking purse strings. I don't even give a shit about your money, man. You're being a dumbass. Maro clings to me as tears stream freely down his face. How'd it come to this? You literally offered to buy drinks for people. Come on, man. Have like 2 fucking brain cells. Rub that shit together and hopefully you can come to the conclusion that you did offer to spend all your money on booze. So if this guy fucking gives you, like, it's some imperial reward with, like, $1 billion fucking dollars, that's all, and you're like, I'm spending it all on booze for you, Maro. I mean, that one's on you. Alright, select your next destination. Guys, not a lot of options here. Surprised they even gave me a menu. Okay. Next destination. Next destination is titled Next Destination. Alright. Things proceed peacefully after that, all the way to the capital. The journey took 10 days, but 10 more days, but they were blessedly uneventful. No bandit attacks. And every mile we traversed, we saw more and more people on the road. Travelers, convoys of merchants and traders, groups of Onquam soldiers like Ukon's company. It grew lively. In fact, there were more people in the village than the village Kuon took me to. There she is. Ukon leading the way crests the gently sloping hill and turns to gesture grandly into the distance. I raise my eyes, following his hand, and peer ahead. Imperial Capital, shot 101. Let's see. This looks suspiciously like Kyoto. This looks suspicious. Or no, wait. Yeah, it was Kyoto. It's Kyoto that Lost Bell 5.5 takes place in, right? This looks almost exactly like that. We got the massive road lined with trees that leads through it across the river in the center. We have all these giant blocks taken up by like a single fucking house that all have like massive amounts of empty space in them. It looks about the same thing. Alright. Below us spreads a city so vast, it handily puts the village to shame. Rows upon rows of buildings. And that's the capital, our destination. I never imagined it'd be so... How's it hold up to your place, Missy? It's not so bad. I think not bad at all. Huon's words don't match the sour grapes in her voice, which means this city is unrivaled. First time here too, really? Haven't been outside Girigiri a great deal? And it is a nice looking town. It is a nice looking town, even if it seems less dense than it could be due to all the empty space. Alright, layouts. Home stretch, let's get this delivered so we can feast. The Onquam rouse themselves and come alive at Ukon's proposal. The end of the road in sight. I held no great desire to return whence I began this journey. Likely no small amount of debt awaits me. Poor Maru, he wisheth not return. And then there's Maru, mumbling into his hands, looking like he's dreading every step. Maybe if he didn't spend all his money on alcohol, he'd be okay. I don't feel too bad for him, because he's a drunk. Huge. The gates are huge. Dwarfed by the shadow of the capital's outer walls, I can't help but let out an exclamation. The front gates are a splendid, opulent affair, towering as high as the thick walls flanking them. I assume this gate has a way to close. Maybe tucked into the roof? They have a faint luster to them as though they've been polished to a shine. Because I know you can be up in the stuff up top, right? Like there's windows up top there. Magnificent. The decorations and embellishments are tasteful, not just garish splashes of gold or silver. It's not gaudy, more stately. Solid. This is a gate built for magnificence. The enormity of the gates must have struck Kuon as she's gazing up with her hand over her mouth. My eyes meet hers and she seems to realize how she's behaving. Her brows twitch for some reason. Nothing's wrong. Nothing at all. Nothing, Kuon. Nothing. I didn't say anything. We pass through the open gates as we make the puzzling exchange. Inside, splendid buildings unlike any I've seen dot the cityscape. Far more people bustle to and fro than the village. There's a giant-ass pyramid in the distance. That's unusual. Crowds swarm on every street. We pass by plenty of people on the mountain road, but this is more than I've ever seen at once, and that's not actually all that crowded, I'm gonna be honest. There's like 50 people in this picture here. Some do business in shops, others are earning their keep performing in the street. There's patrolling soldiers. Orders with loads. People, people, people. Just listening to the noise is enough to overwhelm me. He said the village didn't hold the candle to the capital, but the difference is night and day, obviously. It's a lot to take in. People, buildings, it's staggering. Is there a special occasion? Like a festival? No? Nothing? So many people, yes. It's always like this. We're at the heart of the Empire. I feel like they drew a lot fewer people than they're actually describing. Always, it's so... Something up? You've been mumbling under your breath ever since we passed the gates. Is something wrong? Nothing wrong. Nothing wrong. I'm a bit taken off guard. It's a little busier than my home. A little you say. Alright. You seem just as shocked as our protagonist. That's all? That's all? That's why she's wearing that perturbed expression? She's frustrated? Could it be it puts Kuon's hometown to... possibly. We're gonna head for the Imperial Cloister to deliver this? What about you guys? We'll locate an inn as we wander around. Seems like a good plan. This guy can probably direct us to a couple decent inns. I know a good place. Yeah, here we go. We should know this because I'm sure there's tons of seedy joints and weird areas of town where you don't want to be getting it in. A good place? Kuon mulls Ukon's suggestion over putting a finger to her chin. Oh, right, I forgot. We got this tradition. We hold a banquet when we come back home from a job. I made reservations for this place ahead of time. Huh? A banquet? My stomach growls at the prospect. I am hungry. We skipped lunch since we were too close to the capital. In other words, a proper reception for us? Kuon smiles slyly, putting special emphasis on the word us. It's also a good way to let men blow off steam. That's the real reason then. If that's the case, we'll join in. Alright. Is that alright, Haku? Yeah, let's go. Let's go! A welcome party. Time to score a free meal. Kuon warned me I'd be paying for things out of pocket now that we're in the city, but free food! Guys will be happy to see you since the kid's putting the bill. You forgot you were paying for this? Hey, nothing more delicious than free booze. You promised you'd treat everyone. You don't even know the price of alcohol at the capital. Where is your money coming from, Haku? I promised to drink first, didn't I? Let's make good on that. Oh, right click also hides the Thanks for treating me, I guess. Haku, you're pale. Your face is white, Haku. Imagining things? Yeah, how much money are we spending? Who knows? We're having the banquet at the inn I was going to recommend, so just give him a chance. For one thing they got. Well, you'll see. You'll like it, Missy. Okay. You can see it up ahead. It's that gate there. Okay. Let's get our first look at our new inn. Where's he pointing? I follow the line of his finger with my eyes. That gate off in the distance, it's far off, but it looks tiny. Okay. I continue following behind him, griping in a small voice. What's that? He points to something. It looks like a white flat-top mountain in the center of the city. Tall enough it can be seen from anywhere in the capital. The mausoleum. Alright, where all the emperors are buried? Yamato's grand altar or shrine, something like that, okay. Festivals go on there, prayers for harvest. Ah, so it's just a ziggurat. Alright. It's just a large ziggurat. Kuon replies distantly, but her eyes remain fixed on the shrine. He's more interested than her tone implies. No, we didn't say anything. We didn't say anything. Nope, nope. We're completely quiet. We're just soaking in the info. This place looks important, probably a government or administrative center. Alright. Walls and a gate separate it from the rest of the city. The guards stand watch around it. With the dull roar of the crowd more distant, I can pick up on a quiet murmuring voice behind me. She's trying to recite her speech that she's got to give to the emperor, right? Or one of his agents. I'm Ruthly, daughter an emissary of Ozin, Aolo of Girigiri. After the trade goods in my country, paid due tribute to the Mikado. Yep. Yeah, rehearsing her speech makes sense. Stressful times. She continues reciting the lines to herself, muttering under her breath, and a gatekeeper flags us down as we approach. Name and business, what seek you here? I glance over at Ukon Lost, who in turn, well, everyone looks at Rulities expectedly. No doubt feeling the eyes of the group, she walks forward and stiffly. She is not delivering though. She is terrified. You can see it in the dialogue and how she's pronouncing it. Daughter and emissary of Ozen, and her voice becomes smaller and smaller as she speaks, her eyes fixed on her feet. Makes cute noises. Before long, she's mumbling in a tiny, inaudible voice. No one can make out a single word. Which the gatekeeper probably wasn't expecting because he looked to us and back at her flummoxed. Sorry, miss. Could you repeat that? Someone cover for her. Just say she's royalty. Calling her out may have been the wrong thing to do. She shrinks away and pulls into herself. Looks like she's having trouble with all this. Can we get a move on? I'm so hungry. We're gonna be here all day at this rate. I have no choice. I'll take matters into my own hands. Alright. Much better. We are envoys of Lord Ozen, Aulo of Girigiri. This is his esteemed daughter, Lady Ruity. We've come to present trade goods and pay due tribute to the Mikado. Dude, how is he supposed to fucking know, man? I have no clue how that guy was supposed to know. Allow me to verify your seal, please. Ruity? Yeah, of course. Your seal? She produces a palm-sized block from her sleeve, carved with some kind of sigil. Alright, she's got it. Thank you. Yeah, we just got her through that. She would have been stuck at that gate and turned away in like 10 seconds. Oh my goodness. Or what? Yeah, she couldn't say it. She couldn't deliver her lines announcing who she is. Besides, it's more professional if the princess doesn't say anything. In fact, it would have been better if he just did all the talking and she's just like nods and looks impressive or something. Or looks imperious, I guess. He's talking about how you bailed her out and made her introduction for her. You didn't strike me as the type to run to a lady's rescue. I'm seeing a new life. Well, you know, the princess is just so cute and princess-like. What can I say? What can I say? Saving a princess seems like the order of business today. I can't bring myself to do it. I only spoke over her because I'm hungry and wanted the food. Ruity shyly bows in front of me. Please don't look at me like that. I don't deserve it. But you did something. It doesn't matter why you did it, only that you did it. Ruity looks at me with warm gratitude and Kuon smiles at us both. Kuon probably would have helped if I hadn't done anything. Probably. I just noticed. This person has like a raccoon tail or some shit. The person in the center with the pink robe. Can we see Kuon's tail at some point? We haven't seen it yet. Eventually we arrive in a rich-looking neighborhood, the road lined by manors with tiled roofs. Each estate has a proper moat and thick earthen walls giving them an old-fashioned, stately look. This is the place? Damn, we in the rich boys district. At his words, I look to find a particularly large, splendid manor standing out from the rest. This city is too damn big to walk around. The guards have been waiting for him, apparently. Okay. Another gatekeeper comes jogging up to our group. We just got back. This is the offering from Girigiri? Alright. I leave the rest to you. Ukon rubs at his shoulders and turns to go, only stopped by a hurried sentry. You need to file paperwork, observe protocols. I'm beat, I'll handle it later. Oh, rip. Rip that poor guard. That guy's gonna get chewed out. Was it okay to leave them with the offerings like that? I'm grateful we didn't have to wait around for the paperwork, though. Reality sways, looking as though she wants to say something but remains silent. The plan was always to bring it to Oster's Manor. Oh, mask guy, yeah. Yep, he'll take care of that. He'll take care of all that protocol and BS. Don't worry, Reality. I know you're anxious, want to make a good impression, but let people help, you know? Or just leave things in their lap, like Ukon. That works too. Now, banquet time, right? It's banquet time. Ukon leads the way and we all follow eagerly. I only noticed, but where did the twins run to? Could have sworn they were with us at the gates. I didn't see the twins at the gates. They didn't have a sprite at any point. As is their wont, it seems the mysterious duo wandered off again without a word. Alright. We chat idly amongst ourselves as Ukon leads us through the streets of the capital. We move forwards from the center of the city, eventually coming upon a district full of greenery. Okay. And here we are. Hakuro Kaku Inn, a renowned establishment in the capital. It's got a tasteful style to it, doesn't it? Yeah, it does. A fairly substantial inn, too. It's, what, W-shaped, roughly? At least from the from what it looks like here. I assume there's another arm that reaches out. Maybe C-shaped? It's spacious and sumptuous, but it doesn't seem grand or ostentatious. The outer facade has a strangely exotic atmosphere, departing from the rest of the city's style. The architecture is to the owner's personal taste. And the proprietress is drop-dead gorgeous, and she's crazy strong. Okay. Sexy and strong. Hearing that, I glance over my shoulder. Kuon seems like she wasn't listening, looking at the building. Oh, she's definitely strong. Wait, you're not saying she's good looking? Fuck off, Haku. Keep up, you two. Let's not keep everyone waiting. Gods, Haku. What's with this pedestrian taste, Haku? Yes, there should be a group here ahead of me. Your friends are in the wild chrysanthemum room. Alright, thanks. The worker bustles off before Ukon has a chance to thank her. Someone's busy. They start off on their own without waiting for the guest of honor? Yeah. Sorry about that, I feel bad since I invited you to. Oh, as long as they enjoy themselves, I guess it doesn't matter. Why would you wait, after all? You seem familiar, are you a regular? I guess you could say that. It's upscale, but the food and booze is good, alright. The ambience isn't bad either. It is a nice looking place, honestly. We're in the main foyer, and I can see it looks pretty good. I assume they have like meeting halls on the main floor, and then the upper floors are all rooms, and it looks like they got at least 3 floors. As there's a clearly railing for the floor above the second floor. Alright. Seems well maintained. The real question is, how much are you forking out for a night here? Because it looks really nice. Kuon enters behind us as she speaks. Every nook and cranny is clean. You get the idea. So, Lady Ruti. Any objections to this place? If it's not to your liking, there's another I got. Realty jumps, having been looking around. Ukon's questioning, catching her by surprise. If you don't like it, we got other options. Not that I don't like it. She doesn't seem displeased, she seems anxious. It's a lovely place. Doesn't hold a candle to your family's castle a bit? Doesn't she run the kitchens? I don't think that place can be considered lovely. Your first time in a place like this? Sort of? Sounds like she's, it sounds like the place she lives is like a small manor with like 2 servants, maybe. I don't leave the castle much, so... Like, she's got a small manor. They probably don't have anything more than... I'm guessing this, like, a small manor. Maybe a palisade. That's it. I really these words, Kuon smiles. You mentioned this place is upscale. How upscale? It varies by floor. Cheap rooms are between 50 and 80% over average price. Seems like she is ready to settle on this place for reality's sake, but balked at the cost. Yeah. Did you say something? No, we were thinking something. I didn't say anything. Well, there's a reason it's expensive. I suppose we don't have to rush if they've already started. I'll show you something nice this place has going for it. Does it have its own onsen? Or its own public baths? That would be cool. Let's see. Attached bathhouse. As Kuon leads the way through a side corridor, Kuon begins sniffing the air. Is scent? No way. She quickens her pace, her tail wagging sinuously behind her. Why do we never see Kuon's tail? God damn it. Give me a sprite with her tail. Frantic excitement. Right over here, Missy. Go ahead and open the door. Let's see, a public bath. Kuon in high spirits throws the door open with great force and steam billows into the hall from within. Oh, this place is impressive. The chamber is wide and spacious, and a deep wooden bathtub inside brims with piping hot water. Billowing steam and the scent of rich wood waft outward from the luxurious bathroom. That's a nice, calming fragrance. What do you think? Big communal baths like this are hard to come by in the city. I wonder how much that costs, actually. Ever seen something like that? You won't see another place like this in any other inn in town. Not with running water, at any rate. Even the court nobles don't have tubs this huge. I figured our resident bath-crazy apothecary would appreciate it, even if it meant a higher price. Anyway, if you like it, go ahead and wash out before we... Hello? Are you listening? Kuon? Kuon stares forward with wide eyes, hands trembling as she reaches out. She looks, for all the world, like a starving wanderer in the desert, finally come upon an oasis. Is she having withdrawal symptoms from handling so many drugs? She's really shaking. Hot water. She staggers forward to the bath, dipping her hand into the water and gliding it across the surface. Running hot water. Praise the sun. Yeah, a bath. Hot bath, yeah. Go on. Since Kuon's behavior is starting to worry me, I step forward into the room trying to see her face. We still can't see. She has a tail somewhere, right? I swear. Hot bath. In an eye blink, she slips out of her clothes so quickly they hang behind her in the air for a moment. She stands before everyone, how do you say, in her birthday suit, au naturel, the buff. From my vantage point, I can only see her backside. Well, the back side of her, there's not a stitch left. And then she vaults into the side of the tub and leaps in bottom first. Her whole body breaks the water, and the resulting spray soaks everyone in the splash zone. Hot water, running hot water. I think that she energetically fills her hands with the steaming water, letting it run down her arms giddy. How much does this cost anyway? Wait. She flops her whole body down into the bath, rolling about like a gleeful child. The holy beams of light. Yes, the holy beams of light. It's steam this time. I'm stunned into silence. I have no words for Kuon's sudden romp. Well, at least you can enjoy the view. He has no words because he's enjoying the view. Oh wait, he said she looks okay. Oh. He thinks Kuon looks mid. This guy's got shit tier taste. Kuon pops her head out of the bath to begin splashing water at me, grinning broadly and giggling. Who's Kuon? Next to me, Rulity seems just as bewildered. But of course she would be. Calm, erudite Kuon is flailing naked before us without a care. How much does she love bath that she's beside herself like this? Seems like she's mentally checked out, oblivious to the fact we're all still here. Her chest, legs, even what's directly between them, everything is sort of just in the open. Under typical circumstances, the sight of her nudity would be a pleasant one, but that she's shamelessly rollicking about like a kid is off-putting, to say the least. Dude, this guy has no chill. Like, chill the fuck out, dude. This guy does not know how to roll with things. I think the appropriate response to be like, okay, I think we're staying at this inn, dude. I guess I'll hop in too? Like, why not? It's probably really nice. Just be like, fuck it, we'll join you later. But our character is probably just gonna like chill out and be like, I guess we'll see you later or something. Let's see. Rulity is, yeah, stating the obvious, Miss Kuon. They're showing. I can see your clothes, Kuon, please. Rulity quickly snaps back to reality, gathering Kuon's clothes and approaching her. Rulity, you can't wear your kimono into the bath. It's true. It's true. You can't wear... You don't wear your clothing into the bath. You have to take your clothes off for a bath. Kuon reaches for the sash binding her kimono. And here we go. Whoop. By some ungodly sleight of hand, Rulity's clothes slip off in an instant, leaving her fully bare. She slowly, agonizingly turns her head and her eyes meet mine. She's like, I'm dying. Please help. Rulity gasps, going stiff. Large tears well up in her eyes and her face turns crimson. Don't look. Though she says that, she makes no effort to cover herself, just standing there and trembling. She can't move, frozen stiff. The poor girl. I feel sorry for Rulity. She's like the person who freezes up when anything happens. This is so bad for her. Just cover yourself, please. Somehow I can't bring myself to look away as Rulity stands there, stuck at Kuon's mercy. Dude, this guy needs to chill the fuck out, dude. Like, oh, actually, hold up. I have a relevant reason to pause things. Because there hasn't been a scene where we can see Kuon's tail. This is the first time we've seen Kuon's tail. I'd like to point out, there's nothing else to see at the waistline. To the right, she has a cat tail. There you go. It looks like a cat tail. It looks like a cat's tail. It's decently long. It's not super fluffy. There's the answer to all our questions. I've been complaining all game that we don't know what kind of tail she has. I mean, we've had a description of it as being fairly long. So we could have guessed that it was like this. But there is confirmation, cat girl tail. Okay? We can screenshot 2/3 of this and be like, she definitively has a cat tail. She's definitively a cat girl, okay? Poor Flame. Got nice skin. Kuon hugs Reality tightly, almost nuzzling her, careless of her surroundings. What's wrong? What's wrong? Reality slowly sinks into the bath, frozen stiff. Just enjoy the bath. Reality? Kuon looks at Reality, partially obscured by bathwater, and follows the line of her gaze. Her eyes meet mine. Oh, now she notices something. Seriously, dude. This guy, I feel like Kaku just ruined an opportunity for himself. If he was just like, I guess that's how we're going, she might have just been like, well, this is awkward, but I guess we're all bathing together. But no. And her enormous smile freezes. But you waited too long. This is the second time this guy has fucked himself out of a good time by doing nothing or making things worse. Suddenly finding her modesty, she covers her chest with her arms, dabbing for cover as Reality did. I'm saying, dude. This could have all been avoided, but alright. Kuon raised their eyes above the surface of the water, glaring daggers at me. Her face. Hmm? I have no idea what she's trying to say. She's just gurgling underneath the water. She turns red like a lobster boiling in the hot water of the bath, and the steam becomes heavy. I don't know what she's trying to say, but she seems enraged. Haku, you are like the absolute worst person for not being able to just go with the flow here. Come on, dude. Looks like I don't have a choice. I'll push the blame on Ukon and... Wait, where did he go? Really? That's what he goes with? Just enjoy your bath and leaves? That's fucking sad, dude. That's fucking sad, man. Just think of all the opportunity he wasted. If he had just been like, oh, I guess we're doing this, and hopped in, I'm pretty sure it would have been like 90% less awkward, and he wouldn't be fleeing from this. No tactical sense in this guy. I turn and bolt at full tilt for the exit. All he had to do was just be like, I guess we're taking a bath now. All he had to do was just like hop in the bath, and he would have been good. He's like, oh, well, I'm already soaked. Can't go anywhere. Too bad. It's like, oh, it looked like it was a thing we were doing. Yeah, it's a huge missed opportunity, and it was so hilariously obvious. Like, you'll never get an opportunity like that in real life. Like, people don't act like that in real life, but hey, if someone decides that's what they're going for, you're missing out on a huge opportunity by not being like, oh, okay. Oh well. Our character is our character is too much of a dumbass to notice a good opportunity when it's literally right in front of him. A bit closer? Dude, you didn't even try to do anything. I reached for the door. And then something long insinuous snakes around my ankle and sends me toppling. I look down to find her unusually dexterous tail wrapped around my foot. Maybe she's part monkey instead, who knows? Where do you think you're going? Shouldn't have ran. I'm telling you, dude. Just relax in the bath and be like, oh yeah, I'm just relaxed in the bath. That sounds like a good plan. If he was like 50% more chill, he wouldn't be getting this situation. They'd be like... Alright, worst case scenario, he'd be in the exact same situation he's in right now. A hole the size of a fingertip tears through the wall beside my head. I don't approve of you trying to run after sneaking a look at a maiden's soft, fair skin, Haku. Not gonna look. This is why you just jump in the pool and say, fuck it, I guess we thought we were doing that. I thought we were just hanging out, having a bath. It is a public bath, and you just, like, you play it off like it's nothing and don't make it super awkward. Unfortunately, our character escalates things to the most awkward thing possible, so, yep, go for it. Did you say something? I don't feel sorry for our main character. He's a dumbass. Nothing. Kuon squeezes their fists together over the surface of the water, squirting a high-pressure stream. She's using her hands to squirt water like a kid at the pool with her unbelievable strength. Oh, Dad, you're putting holes in the wall. I didn't see it. I promise. You didn't see anything? Lies. Really? How could I not see everything you're shaking around? Dude, just say it. Just say it. There was a lot of steam. Oh, God. Your back was turned. Ruity sank straight in the water. I didn't make eye contact with you. You're imagining things. That's crazy. I don't know why he keeps digging himself a bigger hole. You just be like, oh well. The phrase digging my own grave feels apt at this juncture. He's done this to himself multiple times. I don't feel bad. The sight of a maiden's soft bare skin doesn't come cheaply. In this setting, it seems to. Times to exact payment. He's begging. He's seen the goods. Time for your punishment. Alright, that's what we went with. For once, we need a VN protagonist who's a little bit smoother than that. For once, we need a VN protagonist who's actually like slightly smooth. Like, how do people get it? How is it possible that fucking characters keep getting into situations like this in every fucking anime and not a single person is even remotely smooth? Like, I'm not even the smoothest person, but I can read the flow of a room and be like, eh, fuck it, I guess something's happening. And just decide to either nope the fuck out or like go with it. It's like that scenario, it's like a 1 in a billion chance, and our character's like, I'm gonna waste this. And you're like, this has happened in every anime I've ever seen. How does this happen? How is not a single protagonist ever confident enough to go with the flow in any scenario? Utterly baffling. Oh, well. Except in scenarios where it's really stupid for them to do so. Sorry, I should be more specific. If it is incredibly stupid to do something, they will probably do it. But common sense will never prevail. Alright. I think we've had our fun for the night, so I think we can stop things here for now.